What? 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 Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you?
There we go. Hi, and welcome to the show. It's me, it's Tim. What's going on? I am here. Mikey, I assume, will join us shortly. We'll see. We'll see. But how is everyone doing? How's it going out there in internet land? Hopefully everyone is well. Hopefully everyone skipped the Freedom 250 UFC fights because it was pointless, right? Super pointless. Anyway, before we get to the show, we have a message from a sponsor. Well, not a sponsor, but a friend of the show.
It's Charlie Angus here from Midas Canada, the Resistance Tour, and I watch the Bin Podcast Network. You got to watch it. Sign up, follow them.
That's right. Do what the man says. Like and subscribe. Become a member. It's fun. It's got all the stuff. We got lots of fun stuff coming up. And if you are opposed to YouTube, giving the YouTube money, give us a dollar or two on the Patreons if you can. Patreon.com/TheBinPodcast. Do the money thing there if you want. You don't have to. No one's making you. But yeah, if you want to contribute to the show, and you like what we're doing, what fun stuff is coming up? Oh, well, the lads and I were talking, and we got a couple of show ideas coming up. So, we're talking about some stuff. So, the crazy part is all of our schedules are a little wonky at the moment. We got like a wacky summer thing going on. My schedule is slightly different. I know Mikey's still unpacking from moving and all that. Mark is having some renovation done to his place, so he may or may not be around this week. I don't know yet. And Ollie's Ollie, they're Canadian. They just do stuff. So McKinnon says, I just realized Charlie says sign up. Yes, sign up. Enlist into the Bin Podcast. Do it in spite of your country. Be the bet you can be in the Bin Corp. And McKinnon's in the conversations too. We love McKinnon. But yeah, anyway, showtime. Let me say hi to the peoples the best I can. We got Billy. Hold on. It's going to take a second. I actually have to scroll through all the sound bites. There we go.
Linguini, martini, bikini.
Scott.
In the hell?
Adams.
First of all, I didn't say that. I said that in terms of
Chris C.
If you only knew how ridiculous that statement is, you wouldn't have said it.
Person impersonator.
This is sick shit.
We Shazadi.
You cry, you're making me cry. Life's hard enough as it is. You don't want to cry anymore.
Cortez.
Your data, dumbass.
And McKinnon, who we love. We all love McKinnon. What's a good soundbite for McKinnon? There's so many sound bites. Jesus. Here we go.
Do not have unlimited money in the United States.
So, What is going on? I know there's a bunch of like crazy bullshit that happened over the weekend with the Freedom 250 nonsense and a UFC fighter saying some rather derogatory things about a former First Lady of the United States. It's all pretty nonsensical and an embarrassment to this country, to be quite honest. Oh, McKinnon, you broke rules? Uh-oh. I said hi to you, Ollie, goddammit. Sometimes I don't get your things. I said hi to you without mentioning you in the chat. And how are you Ollieman 007 now? Did you change your thing? Did you change your username? But I mentioned you earlier, Ollie. You're in the show. I don't have to mention you in the chat. Anyway, yeah, back to things that embarrass the country. The President of the United States. Oh, and Diz. Hi, Diz. I got a sound for Diz. Oh, it's Mikey.
To the fucking schedule. We just go early every fucking Monday or Tuesday now. This.
Mikey, you know that my schedule has been altered.
You didn't say for how many weeks? It's just
I said
earlier and earlier.
I've said several times until the end of this week.
Oh, so this is the last one that's early?
I think so.
I'm over here like trying to get everything. I'm like, okay, it's 9:30. Let's get the kid out. Let's get the kid up. Let's get the dogs out. Let's get the. I'm like, let's be. Didn't know already going. I was like, what the fuck? Come on, man.
Listen, I'm on a time crunch here. I got stuff to do. We gotta go.
All right. Well, what you? I mean, you've been saying hello to everybody for 10 minutes, but what's up? Where we at? I'm with you.
Yeah, all right. Well, I was talking about. I mean, he was here and then he wasn't. Right. There we go.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm new
here. This is Mikey's first day.
What's this do? I forgot to start Miss Rachel.
You can't forget about Miss Rachel.
Got a brushy brush. I let Tim behind the curtain a little bit for some of the like banger little kid songs. Brushy Brush is way up there. That's one of the top 5.
Brushy Brush is a good one. I heard a bit of it, and
with Miss Rachel and Elmo.
An earworm for sure.
You sitting there. brushy all around. Brushy. Like, damn it, it's stuck in my head again. Curse you, Elmo. You red menace.
Well, Mikey, I was talking about things that happened over the weekend, and I mentioned the embarrassment that was that UFC Freedom 250 stuff, where one of the UFC fighters disparaged former First Lady Michelle Obama.
And they thought like, oh, man, wait till UFC puts out a statement about this. I'm like, they're not going to do that.
They're not. Dana White doesn't care.
Not his problem. Yeah. He's like, I just make sure the fighters don't have herpes. Okay. And then I change the padding under there by hand. And yeah, I don't care what they say. What's his face was like, I'm going to have a Coors Light and fuck my wife or whatever. Or jump around on Brock Lesnar when he won. They've always said unhinged crazy shit. These are roided up crazy people. So they're Spartans.
I forget who it was that was talking about it, but it might have been a comedian, and they were like, I've followed UFC. Oh, it was your favorite comedian, Josh Johnson. And
it was Josh Johnson.
Yeah. He was talking about how he likes watching MMA and combat sports and stuff like that, and he's really worried about like the direction that the UFC is being taken in with all this Donald Trump, Dana White stuff.
I mean, all the combat sports are kind of compromised right now.
Yeah.
You can't even get a fucking, like I thought Don King was bad. I ain't seen nothing. These Emiratis are something else, boy. Holy shit. The corruption is serious.
I mean, in the crowd, they had fucking Triple H and Roman Reigns from WWE.
Oh, 2 non-fighters.
Yeah, 2 non-fighters. But, Triple H is best buds with Donald Trump. As was Vince McMahon.
Correct. Correct.
McKinnon, he broke the rules.
Correct. He thinks it's fun. Good job. You got what you asked for. Congratulations.
And yeah, I didn't watch any of it. I saw clips, and national embarrassment is where I ended up on all that.
Did you hear that the planes were having issues because of the freaking lasers coming off of that damn claw?
You're not supposed to fucking shoot lasers at the sky.
They got a full Skrillex show on top of the motherfucker just to blind helicopter and motherfucking plane pilots for about 200 miles in a circle radius around this motherfucker. Like, it's so stupid. Like, dude, let me guess. If I had a ballroom, I wouldn't be blinding all the pilots and putting it down. Like, is this what he's going to do? Everything he's supposed to do inside, he's going to do outside, and it's going to be terrible. Well, the reflecting pond would have been better if I would put it in my ballroom. Yeah, dude, you can't have a ballroom for everything. He just wants a new ballroom for everything he has outside. No.
Yeah.
No. Where's your hand? Pow, pow. No.
My favorite one was the people in the media actively comparing what happened at the fucking White House to literally the movie Idiocracy.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
You got to watch it. It's Mikey. It's in 2000 when the movie was made. It was a very dumb movie.
Now
it's very relevant. It makes a lot of sense. They were ahead of their time over there. Oh man, Adam Scott to it before I did. I had literally had a video loaded ready to go.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
This is from the Associated Press, by the way. Fucking liberal media, right?
That leftist rag.
It's probably never going to go away, regardless of who's president and who's pushing.
I have a solution.
But I like it a little gamey, to be honest with you, and realistic.
The water in this area is very high phosphate, and it is prone to algae bloom. And in order to prevent that, you have to treat it like a swimming pool with chemicals, chlorine, etc. And that's not what this pool was designed for.
I knew they were trying to make it blue.
Has a pool.
Owns one pool.
Owns above ground 16-footer.
Well, yeah, I got one of those saltwater pools, so we don't really put the chemicals in it.
That was one thing one of my suggestions. I'm trying to get my lighting situated. It's so bright outside. God, this natural sunlight is a monster.
That's why Trump loves it. You can't really make heads or
now
tails.
I look like a diet Cheeto.
Not a pool cleaning expert, not a water treatment specialist, pool owner.
Aqua chemist. No.
Nope.
Stayed at a Holiday Inn Express.
Not even. Oh, I remember those commercials.
Yes.
Not even like owns a pool store.
So, Indy Duck Mel, this is a perfect opportunity. What you need in there is some lily pads. What you need in there is some waterfowl. Because if you put in lily pads, guess what happens? You shade the bottom of the pool. The algae has no light to grow. Only the algae on the very, very top can live on top of the lily pads. And then everything else is clear water under there because the algae can't grow without sunlight. I solved your problem. And add some ducks. There you go.
I heard part of the problem is the new darker color of the reflecting pool is increased the water temperature because it's absorbing more heat from the sun, and that's
helping the little guys over here? You think that would be like making them like, oh my God, I don't have to worry about being cold tonight. The water's so warm. I can live days.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, my dyslexic came out like the tastiest carp. Wait,
a golden carp, the tarpiest tarp.
Put a fucking pool cover. Yeah, just put a gold plate pool cover over your Burj Khalifa almost sized motherfucking pool.
Well, Mikey, they'd have to get like a 25,000 foot fucking pool cover because it's like taller than 2 skyscrapers put together.
That's the thing. The Sears Tower if you laid it on its side. Like, who the fuck measures buildings that way? It's like, okay. With a fucking tape measure, like, wow, that is the biggest one. All right, let's put it back up. Like, that's not what happens.
Maybe they had one of those rolling wheel things that just counts the feet for you. You just walk all the way there.
Oh, the fucking little when you got, like when the gym teacher had to like measure out the mile around the like, what you doing, coach? What you up to? What's that for? What is it? Can I throw it? What is it?
Look at our nation's glorious reflecting
having a pool myself.
Hey,
I know what
we're
it
going
takes
Nigeria
and
now.
what an environmental wreck it
Green
is.
and white,
to keep
green and white.
dumping those chemicals in the water to keep
the
it
green
blue.
and white.
So
Nigerians are coming up. We everywhere, baby.
It's kind of relieved, actually, to see that it was sort of a natural green, and I could still see the reflection of the Washington Monument in the pool itself. So
yeah, it just looks like a literal swamp.
Oh, hey, can we get put some frogs in there? Frogs love green water. Put some people will love to feed the frogs or turtles. Just put carp in there. Just put some goldfish in there. Koi. Put koi in there. Put koi. Kois are fine.
It just brings some joy to my heart that Trump couldn't even have this thing be blue for a week.
I changed all of my previous guesses. I have a funnier one. You know those pleco fish that are like the little sucker fish that go on the fill it with those.
Fill it with the sucker fish.
No one likes those things, and most of Florida and like the Gulf Coast and all that stuff. The rivers and lakes are filled with those fucking things because they have indeterminate growth, so they just grow enormous, and then people just dump them in a river or something like that. The motherfuckers live in the river too. You can't kill them. They have an exoskeleton that's like crunchy shells and fucking like scale. Like you can't kill them. So put plecos in there.
There you go. McKinnon says, I've been to that pool. I got to say, I never noticed the color of the water. I'm only noticing it because he brought attention to it.
The Barbara Streisand pool effect.
Right? Nobody cared about the fucking reflecting pool until Trump was like, we got to make it blue.
As if the reflection needs blue to reflect.
Right. He doesn't know how the
water, light.
He doesn't know how water and the light prism works.
Reflections. Reflection versus refraction.
So
no. I want the thing to be blue, you see. So you paint the floor blue and then the water's blue.
I'm gonna put a question in the chat on where Trump thinks rainbows come from.
Oh, the woke left.
The woke left.
Libtards, final answer.
Really glad about that.
Oh, absolutely. It was a 100% waste of funds. I do, however, see that the National Park Service
the ducks
is
are very happy
getting some work today,
right?
Clearing out the algae.
They might be able to get it blue for the 4th of July, but it won't stay that way. I doubt it. I'm glad they're trying, but honestly, I don't think you can fight Mother Nature. Anytime you have an environment
with that
big,
attitude,
that's like cleaning a lake. As long as it doesn't stink.
Pause. That looks fine.
I mean, it's not bad.
It's fine. I mean, I like how it's a reflection pond, but then all while people are going there, they have the like bubbler going. It's like, aren't you supposed to leave it still? Right? So you can get the reflection from the still water? No, we're not doing that no more. You just got a fountain going in the middle, which fucks up the reflect. When you go to a pool and you're like the first one there, and the pool's like glass, it's just straight across. I didn't picture somebody in the middle of the pool splashing to get a reflecting pot. Like, I don't know. Maybe turn that off during the day, and then he wouldn't have to paint it blue because he could see the reflection.
Well, you know, the crazy fucking thing is that he spent all this money to make this thing fucking blue, and what, nobody thought that algae would fucking grow in it ever?
Perhaps what's his face? Kevin O'Leary, who had I graduated from environmental studies that he kept beating over our heads for the last week. Oh no.
Oh no.
Can you just picture a bunch of big old Trumpers laying out in the fucking reflective pond like hippos at a watering hole, floating around, algae on their back, drinking.
You know, Trump would do that too. He's a dirty old man. They like going into hot tubs together.
RFK would already be in there
doing push-ups.
He's doing crunches at the bottom of the reflecting pond covered in moss.
Do you remember that time that Chris Christie closed down the beach so that he could have the beach to himself?
And he got caught on fucking drone footage or
Dude,
helicopter.
That would be fucking Trump turning the reflecting pool into a hot tub and only inviting RFK and Kid Rock.
They're just splashing in it. They're just sitting down, splashing, having great fun.
All right,
how deep is that thing?
It's only a few feet deep. Like you can, it's like knee height.
No diving.
No diving in the reflecting pool. Let's put this in the top corner. There we go. So I put a little poll in the chat here. Where does Trump think rainbows come from? Liberals? The reflection of rainwater? Lucky Charms? Or Pride Month? Now, these are all numbered, so put the associated number with your answer in the chat.
Vote.
Vote now.
Vote. We demand.
So I did have I just want liberals.
A new report.
So, Mikey, I found this video. This was the video I was originally going to start with before I thought about the reflecting pool and how hilarious it was.
Don't laugh.
So, this one is a bit more about real things. It's about a recent poll that was done about people's political ideologies.
From the Pew Research Center says American politics are not as simple as red versus blue. They're often messy, complicated, and hard to put into a box.
Also, Red versus Blue is a hilarious web show.
Pew surveyed more than 10,000 Americans and split the public into 9 distinct groups along political and cultural.
Here, can we make this? There we go. Here are the 9 groups for those who can't see, because I don't think I can enlarge this. This top corner, the top left corner over here, is order and opportunity left. Those are moderate Democrats, I assume. And then there's the pragmatic and polite right, which I assume is moderate Republicans. There's the tuned out middle, which is, there's way more than 9% of people that are just fucking tuned out. And then the top right here, you have the no apologies right, which I assume is MAGA. Oh, there we go. Faith first conservatives. You got there on the right in the middle. And then the unconventional right. I don't know what the left out left means. And then you got
anarchisparians.
No, okay, that makes sense. Then you got loyal liberals and
Beltway Democrats.
And then leftward progressives.
Us.
I would assume that MAGA is either faith first conservatives or the unconventional right.
Both.
Yeah. But those are the 9 groups that people got broken down into when they took this survey.
Values. Among them, the faith-first conservatives, the loyal liberals, and the tuned-out middle. Despite a polarized political environment, the report finds just a minority of Americans are truly all in for either party. Jocelyn Kiley is Director of Political Research at the Pew Research Center. She's one of the authors of this report. She joins us now. Welcome. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So let's take some of these groups in turn here. Among folks who are inclined to support Republicans, what is it that unites them and where are their sharpest disagreements?
So we have a number of different groups that lean Republican. Two, I would call the all-in groups. We have a group called the No Apologies Right and the Faith First Conservatives. And then we have what we call the Unconventional Right and the Pragmatic and Polite Right. They are united generally by a taste for a smaller government and also support for a strong military presence and concerns about things like crime and border security. But what divides the groups on the right are some of the specifics on some of those issues. So for instance, those two all-in groups are really all in on the Trump administration's policies around deportations. The other groups are not. And that shows up in other areas as well, and some social issues.
Oh, the racist groups. Got it.
Around race.
I think we're talking about, when we talk about these groups, here is the No Apologies Right and the Faith First Conservatives racist.
Yeah. They have no qualms with having racial ideology. Just like Homegirl on Jubilee was like, what's wrong with being xenophobic?
Right, exactly.
Like, Becky, that's wrong. You're stupid and you should probably you should read more books, Becky, with your dumb ass.
She is probably the No Apologies Right. I don't care what anyone thinks about my racism. I'm
Hegseth.
gonna be racist. Yeah, Hegseth. Those people are fucking unreachable at this point.
We got some Kushner news to talk about.
Oh, Kushner news.
137 is where you were at.
137.
Called the Pragmatic and Polite Right, actually doesn't like a bigger government, but also does see a role for government in healthcare and so forth.
See, that's the
and we
thing.
see
They're
similar
so full of
dynamics.
shit. They all say, I want smaller government, and then they pay these ICE agents ridiculous signing bonuses, spend billions of dollars to do something that they didn't have the legal right to do in the first place, just because the president has a fucking rainbow up his ass and he thinks he has some sort of mandate by getting 1.5% more of the vote than fucking somebody who everybody hated. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? And now I get to spend hundreds of billions of dollars to ruin our own domestic economy. And everybody voted for it and clapped. It's like, how the hell are we going to pick our fruit? They're like, shut up, liberal. All right. Well, what about our hospitality? Shut up, liberal. All right.
Exactly. No. And what about all those wars you weren't going to start? Shut up, liberal. Like, and now we're going to talk about it later. But now part of the deal that they're making with Iran is that we're going to spend $300 billion fixing the country that we blew up.
We got them right where we want them, Tim. I mean, if this is the case, then we should really stop attacking other people because we can't afford it.
Yeah.
Because we end up just fucking losing and having to fucking pay out like a bitch. Right. Hundreds of billions of dollars.
We can't afford to spend all the munitions blowing up their country and then all of our money. It's like we're getting double taxed.
It's like we cut through the chase of all the Iraq and Afghanistan shit and just went straight to capitulation and wasting our treasure.
Right.
Don't wait 20 years to spend trillions of dollars. Do it in 2.
Yeah, we can wrap this multi-trillion-dollar dune boggle up in like a month.
Yeah, we'll just give them all of our money now and let them set up tolls in the future. Easy.
They promised that they'll open up the strait again. So
until Israel attacks them again, who's not part of any of this deal, by the way.
Yeah,
and Israel and Netanyahu just came out in Hebrew. That's how you can tell when he's mad. If he doesn't do his press conference in English, he ain't talking to y'all.
No, yeah, he's like, oh yeah, Israel and what Israel is doing in Lebanon is not part of any of this. Well, Iran is like
still attacking them.
Yeah, Iran's like, that is 100% of what's going on. Like, we do not.
That's the reason why we're doing all this,
right? And it's the reason why there wasn't a deal earlier, is because Iran was like, hey, they're still bombing Lebanon and taking territory. Nothing can happen until that stops.
This is blowback from Joe Biden turning not even turning his head, giving a bear hug diplomacy to Netanyahu and letting them continue to incite the region. The region's still incited. And then who's here to put down the roaring flames? President Gas Can. Thanks. Way to
the
go.
left.
Tell us more about that.
Sure. We've got our loyal liberals and our leftward progressives. And then we have groups that we call our order and opportunity left and our left out left. And what we see is some traditional moderate and liberal divides on the Democratic side. So those middle groups are still groups that want to see a secure border, but they're also quite economically liberal. At the same time,
they're not liberals if they're anti-immigration. They're not liberals. Sorry, guys.
Do motherfuckers forget what Ellis Island was? They act like their grandparents came through this like highly sophisticated vetting. These motherfuckers just changed their name, changed the spelling. Motherfuckers was criminals from other countries and shit like that. There was no internet. But now all of a sudden, motherfuckers can literally be like, oh, I don't have a criminal record. I just, me and my family ran off with what I have.
Mr. Fantastic, I didn't even know you were in the fucking chat.
Also true.
So we didn't put you in timeout, bro. The fucking mods did.
Why are you pissing off the mods?
Yeah, what'd you do to the mods?
Say sorry.
Get over yourself. But yeah, like if they want to consider themselves Democrats, that's fine. But the Democratic Party is not a liberal party. They're just not.
No.
Groups like leftward progressives and loyal liberals are much more liberal on economics, on immigration, and so forth. And we also see some divides when it comes to some social issues.
So let's talk more about the group in the middle, because oftentimes around political conversations, it's the loudest people, some of the more extreme voices that tend to dominate the conversation. You identify this group.
You know what? I hate to agree with this person in the chat.
Oh my God. I just love that they always spell something wrong. Yeah, it's true, but you got an I before E except after C.
Yeah. You spelled pieces wrong.
Yeah, see? Well, there you go.
The left was Did anyone see what's going on in Northern Ireland?
See, that's why the mods, you got on their bad side, because you're fucking lying. Like, you're just lying.
Yeah, it's all the fucking unionists out there fucking causing all the problems in Northern Ireland. Guess which party they're a part of?
It's very strange.
Yeah, seriously, read a book, dude.
Or watch. There's tons of like informational stuff out there on YouTube, guys. There's tons. Like, you're really running out of it. Like, you're on YouTube right now. Like, with the same energy that you're coming in here with bullshit that you made up out of your own small peanut brain. You could have just watched a video about the topic you're talking about, gotten more information, and then had a great conversation with us. But instead, you just want to lean on things you made up.
Yeah.
And the mods didn't go for it. So sorry you were lazy. Sorry.
Called the tuned out middle, who are somewhere in that middle there. How big is that center group, and what defines that?
Yeah, so in general, we have all the groups in the middle tend to be less politically engaged, but the group we call the tuned out middle is really very low political engagement. Only about a third of them voted in 2024, and they pay attention to politics at a much lower level. That's a group that's about 1 in 10 Americans. But
bro, you're in a chat with a bunch of UK people. I'd be concerned about what you're saying over there.
We literally hang out with our UK people every week, and we cover UK stuff all the time. Oh, it's been a while, Tim. I can't believe it's been a while. Congratulations, you are on the wrong show.
Yep.
If you'd like some DNC water toting liberals, keep scrolling, homie, because we're not them. So,
by the way, ending the poll here, it seems that according to our chat, Trump believes that liberals cause rainbows.
It's that LGBTQ.
The close tie for runner-up is Lucky Charms and Pride Month.
I thought Lucky Charms is the corporate answer. them and Skittles. Like that's what the media wants you to say.
I could have put Skittles. I totally forgot about Skittles.
That's the politically correct answer is Skittles. I know you're backed by Big Sugar. You know what I mean? Like that's how, as soon as you say Skittles or some shit.
Mikey, you're right. Lucky Charms is the corporatist answer.
Yeah, that's the abundance answer. What we need is more boxes for more people. If we just build more boxes, we can fill it with more cereal. But you're using their houses to make the cardboard. Shut up, or I'll call you a Muslim. Like they're just so crazy.
Some of these other groups that are also in the middle, they may tilt to the left or tilt to the right, that
Right,
also are
Malcolm
not
Mafia.
as engaged as some of the more ideological groups on both the left and the right.
And for the groups that are sort of flanking the center, right, who tend to lean to the right or lean to the left, are some of those same issues like the immigration,
One more thing.
economy issues.
And the big thing about this like tuned out middle they're talking about is this tuned out middle doesn't know history, doesn't understand politics, and are easily swayed by strong men. You know, like it doesn't take much for them to be like, oh, look, a bully. I also am a bully. Let's get on board with this politics, and then we can just, treat this like a high school. It's like, good luck.
Well, and it's not even.
Thanks, Diz.
Oh, thanks, Diz. It's not even that they're fucking tuned out. It's they don't care. Like it's honestly. Most of the time, it is 100% fine to not care about politics. Only weirdos like us care about politics every minute of every day,
which is fine. And and we had to do some growth internally and be like, how come no one cares about this stuff that is so valuable and important to the day? Because they have other shit going on, and we prioritize this. They would prioritize this probably if they knew certain facts. And that's what we do on the show, is to give you those extra little bits to piss you off enough to like get your motor going so you can fully sustain your own internal rage.
Like not everyone's lives are entirely consumed by news and politics. In fact, I'd suggest that's not a way that you should live your life. It is mad. I don't know.
I don't remember. Fuck.
But there is a certain amount of civic participation that does need to happen, and that people do need to fucking get on board.
We're the grown-ups now. You know, like I get it. Like when we were 17, doesn't matter. It's not our thing. Now we're like 25-ish. Well, it's not really affecting me all that much. I'm young. I'm bulletproof, whatever. But when you hit your 30s, you need to start growing up. You know what I mean? Like it's time for you to start paying attention to who's on your city council, who your mayor is, who your governor is. Now that you're trying to be a homeowner, like this shit becomes important to you. Motherfuckers is like, man, I'm just going to rent forever. Fuck it. Okay. But your property tax is still important. And your local government torpedoing is still important.
And I agree to a certain extent. There should be a dedicated program in schools to teach how civics works. And
there is. In Illinois, there is.
Well, not in every state, Mikey. Not in every state, not in every school.
Because for us, you had to. You see that?
I saw the cat.
He goes right past my arm on purpose every time to freak me out. All right, Dexter cam. Tilt up. Oh, the thing's in the way. There we go. Smile, dumbass. Dexter.
He's like, I'm a cat. I don't care. Simply Secular Dave says, go cat.
He's hard in his tail. He's had a hard day of napping, and he just woke up and ate something, so now he's going to clean himself and take a nap. Waiting on the sun puddle to hit his spot.
He's pointedly ignoring you, Mikey.
I was trying to bring shit up from the truck, and I'm like carrying like all these boxes and bags and shit. This motherfucker laying on the steps.
Our dog will put toys on the steps so that we can fall on them.
Hey, you want to roll your ankle and die?
Yeah.
No. Too bad.
We're like, Apollo, stop trying to kill us.
Yeah, I call these little motherfuckers Kevin McAllisters. Whenever fucking dog, but like the what's it called? The Kong toy at the bottom of the stairs. I know what this is. You tried to make it look like an accident.
But yes,
there to make it look like an accident.
There should be a class in a grade that you can understand, civics.
Senior year.
Real
Senior
civics.
year, all of them. And at the end of the class, you need to register to vote.
Yeah. I'm a strong proponent, and I think Bernie Sanders is too, of mandatory registration to vote.
Yeah.
As soon as you turn 18, you're automatically registered to vote, and your standard party affiliation is unaffiliated until you change to a party. But you should be registered to vote. I'm tired of all this bullshit about purging voter rolls and all that shit. People should just be registered to vote because they're 18 or older.
And because these people already have driver's licenses and stuff like that, there's absolutely no reason, like the Illinois DMV registers you to vote right then and there. And then they know exactly what district you in and who your people are and which ballot you were supposed to get that represents all the people that you were supposed to vote for. We have all this shit structured already, but people won't do the first step of registering in the first place. Because as soon as you register, then you know who you have to pay attention to. It's like college sports when people are like, oh, there's so many teams. Well, if you focus on the division that is actually in your town or your team is a part of, it's only 10 teams as opposed to 110 teams.
Right. And the biggest problem is getting people registered to vote in this country.
Yep.
And the biggest problem is getting them to vote. I would say the second biggest problem is getting them registered to vote. But the problem is that the parties in this country have so controlled the mechanisms of registration and the information on how to vote and where to vote. It's ridiculous. Everyone should just know. You should know who your representatives are, when you're voting for them, and where you vote.
Christy in the chat says, in the UK, we have a scheme where everyone over the age of 18 is automatically registered as an organ donor. You have to actively opt out of it. So why can't we do it with voter registration? Exactly.
Yeah.
Because they don't want everybody registered to vote. Because if everyone's registered to vote, there's a small chance that motherfucker might show up to the polling station. What if he doesn't vote for me?
The other thing that happens when you register everyone to vote, when everyone's automatically registered to vote as soon as they turn 18, just issue a fucking voter ID card. And then you can get rid of all this voter ID nonsense.
Yeah.
You just have a voting card. You bring it to the voting place. They scan it or they look at it or whatever. Bam. You don't need to have proof of citizenship. You don't need to have a form of ID plus a piece of mail and a picture. You just have your voter card. You say, oh, this is my voter card. This is how I vote. And then it's provided by the state for free. So it's not a tax. You just get one in the mail the day you turn 18.
Tim, it sounds like you're trying to create jobs. And that job could easily turn into fraud, waste, and abuse. Just because someone is doing a service and then getting paid for doing that service doesn't mean the American government and the taxpayers more specifically should be receiving any benefits or good things from that service. Just because the government wants to do things doesn't mean it should help the people.
Now, I get there are some backward states out there that can't fucking handle that bullshit, but they just need to get it together. They just need to get their shit together. This is a platform on the famine Bristol fucking presidential ticket.
So here, Jim, as a potential voter for me and Tim when we run this place, I want you to have a driver's license, ID to show that you are who you are to vote. That's what it's about. Now, Jim, we're not going to beat you over the head, okay? But I need you to be logically consistent here. Jim, did you hear about all of the Republicans who went from Arizona and all these other different places to California to try to vote? Did you see anything about that?
Yeah.
Because they tried to just, drive over and vote. It didn't go the way they thought it did. And it wasn't their IDs that got in the way. Like, you can't just walk in and vote. Like, if they don't let you do that. I know that the media has told you that, but it's not how it works.
Also, Jim, would you accept my voter card policy?
Voter card's the easiest way. Is you just make a card and then give it out for free.
Yeah.
That might be $1 billion to do the whole country. Maybe $1 billion, but it would be over with and done with.
Yeah, and then if you lost it or broke it or something, you'd have to get it replaced. But
yeah. But then also the ID also comes with some sort of backup system, like a database that would also have to be shared with each and every election place. Well, if we do it your guys' way, it's going to make a parallel infrastructure to match the infrastructure we already have.
Yeah.
And so we'll be double dipping.
And it would still work the same way that voter registration works now when you move. You would have to go to your state website or whatever and say, I changed my address and here's my new address. And then you maybe get a new card or whatever. But it's the easiest way to make sure there's no voter fraud is to just give everyone a card saying that I'm registered to vote here. And then you just do it.
Oh no, hang on. Just realized all the UK organ donor personal information is now available to Palantir. For fuck's sake. That's the problem with having these big data banks is what happens if somebody gets a hold of them.
I was reading that governments are going to start moving towards charging these companies for our data.
Yeah.
And creating some sort of contract between the people they're taking the data from and the companies who are profiting from it so that we can get a slice of that pie.
That's what Bernie's talking about. He wants a sovereign wealth fund set up for us for these oligarchs, these tech oligarchs.
Listen, the tech oligarch age of non-regulation will come to an end at some point.
That's why they're trying to get as much investment, as much money as possible before the cops show up.
I know government is slow to react, and there's a lot of fucking Mitch McConnells out there who are just ancient as fuck.
He's looking not so ancient these days.
Those people are going away. And the millennials and the Gen Zs are going to take office, are going to understand that shit needs to change.
And then I love how even though we want things to be radically different, they're like, and you're gonna give you fucking healthcare. Shut up. I'm gonna make sure that these motherfuckers can stop stealing from us en masse and stop manipulating the market so that they can be rich for 1,000 years. That's the goal here, is to have shit to be regular and normal, and motherfuckers can actually save money and get ahead, as opposed to just, let me just hack all of your fucking personal data so I can just pump all the dollars out of you.
Right. Well, the Gen Zers and the Gen Alphas who aren't already addicted to the algorithm are getting dumb phones. They're getting non-smart phones so they can get away from it.
Ali was right all along. Flip phones were the way.
Ali, we're sorry.
We're trading in. Dude, I just saw a fucking short of that Huawei flip phone. Bro, you know how they change numbers with each other?
Oh,
they do the little headbutt thing. I'm
my Samsung phone, you used to be able to just tap the two phones. If you had another Samsung phone, you tap them two together, you could change contacts. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, they got the fist bump gesture? Come on, Siri. All you got is that damn AirDrop, which is just free viruses. Question from the chat. Jukebox Overdrive, thank you very much for the question. Did either of y'all buy a Trump phone for scientific purposes?
No.
I knew it wasn't going to show up in time for the show. That's why I was like, I'm not going to, it's never going to make it on time. We'll always be pushing the show back for the big unboxing, and then the box will be empty. Or it'll be like a picture of the phone in the box. I'm like, that's what you pay for. You pay for a picture. We never told you there was a phone.
So Mikey, you said you had some Jared Kushner news?
It's in the playlist.
Some news about the Kush?
Yeah, while you're looking that up, it's who's been really quiet, friends and family out there. You know who's been really quiet? The Trump children. What have the Trump children been up to? Pray tell, precious.
Oh, Mikey, I was literally going to put this same video on the playlist.
Let's see what Jared and Ivanka have been doing.
Beautiful place I just learned about, in fact. It's called Sazan. It's a small island off the coast of Albania, covering about 2 square miles. On a nice day, you can even see it from the heel in Italy's boot. And it is a sight. Clear blue water, sandy beaches, rocky cliffs,
So
rainforest,
fancy.
even a few majestic
Pretty.
peaks, and 40 miles of hiking trails. The
Ooh.
island's location and climate make it quite unique. It
Ah.
explodes with a diversity of animal and plant life that you simply cannot find anywhere else. It's almost untouched by people. And to keep it that way, Albania designated the beaches and the waters around Sazan as a maritime national park in 2010. The mainland coast across from the island is one of the last wild river deltas in all of Europe. It's
Look at
also
those
protected
cows.
under law. Now, a small number of mostly local tourists travel out to see the flamingos and the pelicans. There are loggerhead turtles
flamingos.
and monk seals and dozens more endangered
Loggerhead
species,
turtles.
according to local naturalists. Back in 2021, Sazan Island was discovered by a pair of seafaring explorers who would ultimately claim it as their own.
I'm working on an incredible project with my husband in the Mediterranean. It's massive in scale.
I think that's an understatement. Can you explain?
Yes, it is. It is.
There's no power on this island. You're building everything from scratch. Correct.
Well, it's an unbelievable.
Well, when you have enough fucking money to build a nation, that's what you do, I suppose.
Hey, taxpayer. They're not enriching themselves at all. This bitch wants to buy one of the most endangered Mediterranean islands there is to build hobbit holes on.
Why does Ivanka look like AI?
I've never seen Ivanka and AI in the same room at the same time.
It's true.
Beautiful 1,400 hectare private island in the middle of the Mediterranean. We were on a friend's boat and we stopped for a swim.
What was that friend's
Effectively,
name?
that's how we found it. We swam to the
Epstein?
island.
Was it
We
Epstein?
went on a hike barefoot all the way up to the top, and we were just captivated. And it stayed with us.
I'm gonna put this out there right now. I don't believe her. I don't believe she's ever hiked barefoot on anything.
No, I'm not buying that. Yeah, the snorkeling and then we hiked up a mountain. No, I'm not buying it.
Nah, she took a private fucking helicopter over there from her mega yacht, which had a helicopter on it.
Some poor Albanian child was forced to drag her scrawny ass up the fucking hill on his back. Fucking.
Oh, she had one of those golden thrones that people carried her on their shoulders.
Woo! Caught it.
Like she's a fucking pharaoh. Oh, Mikey, you're muted. I think you disconnected your microphone.
Say something.
You're good.
Okay.
Moses Tori puts in the chat, not a great time to be in the island owning business.
Just saying that the accusations.
Rich people do be calling super yachts boats.
Ivanka Xerxes Trump. And this is not anyone in control of the street there. Funny how at the same time, there's reports that Trump wants the Chagos out. See, they're always up to some shit, man.
Yeah. Oh,
Europe, I blame you.
The Albanians currently on day 16 of protests against Ivanka and Kusher. That's hilarious.
Ever since, and over the course of many years, we developed the opportunity to help realize
Develop
its
the
potential
opportunity.
and transform it, but with a lot of restraint and care, because the land is so beautiful that really the architecture has to be fully integrated into it, almost rise from it. You know, it's not even a business for me, despite the scale of it. We not only the island, but we have 5 miles of beachfront directly across from the island, this beautiful peninsula with a lagoon on one side, the ocean on the other.
So is it going to be the Ivanka Trump resort and hotel island for the insanely wealthy?
I mean, hotel. This is just where our friends gather.
Oh, I see. No, I think Chrissy is right. I think it's Epstein Island 2.0. But you know.
Sure.
Beautiful white sand beaches. For me, it feels more like a challenge than anything else. The culmination of all of my experience in real estate, all of my travel.
It's so beautiful, isn't it? Donald Trump's daughter, Ivanka, discovered that
All right,
island.
here, pause
I
that.
love it. She's
I
not
got
the only one. Her
protest.
husband,
It's-
Jared Kushner.
I added it after this on the playlist. Because
A
Chris
driver
Hayes just
crashed through the.
God damn it.
because
Hit the
Chris
wrong
Hayes just kind of goes through the shit with them.
Ah.
There you go.
Oh boy.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Look at all that shit. Albanians ain't going, boy.
Thousands of protesters returned to the streets of Tirana on Friday, marking the 13th consecutive day of demonstrations against a controversial luxury development linked to President Donald Trump's daughter, Ivanka Trump, and son-in-law, Jared Kushner. The project, planned for Albania's protected Zver...
Hey, quick question, Mike. If they're married, how come Ivanka didn't take Kushner's name?
And leave that beautiful name Drumpf behind.
Drumpf. Damn it! I hit the wrong button.
Me too.
Fuck. There we go.
Burnet's Narda Lagoon and the nearby uninhabited Sazan Island has become one of the country's most divisive political battles.
Hey Tim, I just want to live. I'm trying to put up. I got a new condo idea. Picture this: there's fish everywhere. There's turtles and moray eels all over. Sea snakes, beaked parrotfish. I just need to put this big ass hole in the Great Barrier Reef. Doesn't it sound great? Just let me. All right, fine. Bison, moose, bears. I just need to put this right in the middle of Yosemite. What? I can't put a okay, picture. Giant trees everywhere, so majestic and glorious. It's like Fanghorn Forest. I just need to put a hotel in the middle of the fucking redwoods in the sequoias. Like, what are we doing? No, lady, you can't have a fucking house in the nature preserve.
Of course you can.
Oh, we're gonna respect the land by what? Building a house in it? Turtles don't need a house, lady. I shouldn't have to tell you that loggerhead sea turtles don't live in condominiums. They would
Yes,
like
they
their
do.
beach undisturbed, though.
If you build a turtle hotel, they do. Listen, you build it and they will come, Mikey.
They will be paying patrons if I build it. They'll have to give me the eggs.
Simply Secular Dave is correct. That island needs more Canadian geese.
If that would be the greatest. That's the troll that I'm looking for. Whenever these little asshole oligarchs start setting up their private islands, we just start dropping off Cobra chickens. Just drop them off. Just drop them off. Just put the young ones there so that they imprint and then they come back here every year. Just fill that bitch with geese. They'll leave.
Critics say the development threatens a fragile
dumb geese.
ecosystem that is home to rare wildlife, including...
You've seen a flamingo.
Yeah.
Did you know a flamingo and a jug of milk weigh the same amount?
I did not.
Did you know flamingos actually stand better on one leg than two?
I did not.
Did you know they can be like 40 years old?
No.
Flamingos are the dumbest animal that has ever existed. They should not be here. They're like pandas. They're very stupid. They live in boiling salt brine water sometimes, and it's fine. They don't care. Everyone else, they're fucking the acid water is burning the flesh off their foot. They're so stupid it doesn't hurt. Only a
Yo,
dumb
why are we
animal
getting-
can survive.
Why are we getting trolled in the chat? What did we do?
Tim, it's not untrue, okay? You're just being sensitive. It is
What did we
true.
do?
I literally order a hot dog and they ask me if I want a cup of cheese. So I get it. Like cup of cheese, I'm Chicagoan. I get it. It's true. It's just a true thing.
flamingos and pelicans. Protesters
pelicans
marched
can
through the
die.
Capitol, demanding the resignation of Prime Minister
Don't say
Eddie
the
Rama,
pelicans.
accusing
Yo, we're causing Americans are causing strife in other countries just by buying islands. Like our rich people are just fucking up the whole world.
They're bored.
They're causing calls for resignation of a prime minister because they bought an island and people don't like it.
Can we? All right, hold on. Might I interest them in an even larger island that is completely uninhabited? It's far away, 9 months away, and you have to get there by spaceship. But what an opportunity! You should go. All of you should go together.
Yes.
All of you should go. All of you should go together.
Take
to
one
Mars.
of Elon's rockets with him.
Yes. Yeah, put him in there with you.
Yeah.
And then go to Mars right now. We'll send you stuff.
He's got $1 trillion now. He can do it.
We're gonna send tons of stuff like in care packages over there. You'll be fine.
When you said tons of, I was gonna be like, you're sending tons of mice with them? Holy shit.
No, Ton stays with us. He's ours. We found him. Never giving him back. He's ours now.
We will send tons of mice's third wife, though.
She's already there. She's at the concierge desk on Mars.
His government of putting private interests ahead of environmental protection. As crowds gathered once again, the message from many demonstrators was simple: enough is enough.
Out of this protest, I expect the Prime Minister to resign and to open the floor to major shift in Albania's society and Albania's politics. I hope that a new elite of politicians will come out of this protest.
Despite mounting opposition, Prime Minister Edi Rama continues to defend the project. According to Rama, the development represents the largest investment in Albania's history and could provide a major boost to tourism and economic.
They always fucking say that shit and it never fucking works. Like literally every time they're like, these billionaires are going to build this thing at this place and it's going to increase tourism. Have you fucking seen what's going on in Las Vegas?
How about Disney World and Disneyland?
Yeah. Have you seen what's going on in American tourist destinations right now?
The ski resorts up there in up in Maine and shit like that. That all the shit that the Canadians would come and visit us for. They're not coming for anything now. They're still turning our fucking products around so that on the shelf so that no one buys American shit.
Have you ever seen the areas outside of those areas? Like the immediate areas outside of those areas? Like fucking outside of Disney World, Florida is a hellhole.
It's still Florida.
Outside of the Strip in Vegas, people are still poor. These places only help the billionaires and millionaires that build the buildings and build the theme parks, and the population outside, they get fucking minimum wage jobs.
Growth. The Prime Minister has repeatedly.
Oh, Simply Secular Dave says, my buddy just moved to Las Vegas a couple of months ago. It's terrible there right now.
Argued that environmental protection and economic development can coexist.
Step back from what? No. This has come as one of the culminations of a long, tortuous path to turn Albania from a place where no investors wanted to come and never anyone thought of.
Also, not every place needs to be invested in by fucking somebody. Some places can just be like islands that have nature and that people can like go see, I guess. But it doesn't have to be developed. It's just a fucking island. Not every place in this fucking world has to be developed.
Putting a single penny of FDI in tourism to a country where the big capital want to come and the big investors want to come and the high end finally will be built to create a balance between the mass tourism, which has been a great ambassador of the country, but which cannot be the force on which the country relies to.
Moses Tori said in the chat, I love how the fluff piece, they reported how Ivanka discovered it. Like Albania didn't know where it was. Right. That it's always been there, guys. It's just people left it alone. Leave it alone. Just let it be in a state of nature. It doesn't have to be fucking developed by billionaires. We don't need to fucking expand to rich tourist islands for billionaires. I think they have enough.
High-end tourism where less people can bring more money and also less stress to the environment.
He's saying that because they're probably paying the Albanian government billions of dollars to do this.
And to the traffic and so on. Listen, when it comes to them who expressed alarm about the environment, I would say to you that I would be also disgusted if I was in their place, if I had the misinformation they had, and if I would not be keen to look to the facts. So this is the biggest problem, how to make the facts speak and how to make them listen about the facts. So when it comes to environment, because we don't have a project yet, because we don't have an environmental impact assessment yet, because it's a plan.
Fucking Don Jr.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, why does anyone have to develop this island? It's just a fucking island. Leave it alone. Nobody Nobody has to be there because fucking Ivanka discovered it.
Mine.
Just leave it. Things can just be left in a state of nature.
It's mine. I want it.
We shouldn't go around destroying every ecosystem we see. I'm just saying.
I want it. It will be mine.
Oh man, it's just
they're like fucking Gru, dude.
I know. Oh, here we go. This is another one.
Maggie Haberman
Mikey, get ready to be shocked.
and Jonathan Swan of the New York Times have new reporting on
Joe,
the
you look
debate
different.
inside the White House last year over suspending habeas corpus for undocumented immigrants. The reporting comes from their new book, Regime Change, which will be...
Stephen Miller wanted to suspend habeas corpus for undocumented immigrants?
You don't say.
You don't say.
Released next Tuesday. They detail a memo dated April the 29th of 2025 from Will Scharf, an arch-conservative lawyer serving as the White House staff secretary, with the subject line of the writ of habeas corpus. The Constitution, Mr. Scharf wrote in his memo to Susie Wiles, the White House chief of staff, permits suspension of habeas corpus only in cases of rebellion or invasion. Courts have almost uniformly held that only Congress can do it. Mr. Scharf did not say what Mr. Trump should do, but the implication was plain. Suspension of habeas rights without congressional authorization would almost certainly be found unlawful, and the court fight would become a huge self-inflicted distraction. Suspending habeas corpus was one of two radical ideas that Stephen Miller, yes, that Mr. Miller, had been pushing that alarmed Mr. Scharf. The other was invoking the Insurrection Act to deploy the military to enforce the law on American streets.
I remember Trump talking a lot about that around April 2025, talking about invoking the Insurrection Act and all that stuff.
What are you talking about, Tim? They would never do something like that.
For joining us, by the way. You've called the district judge's ruling blocking the deployment of National Guard in Oregon legal insurrection. Does the administration still plan to abide by that rule?
Well, the administration filed an appeal this morning with the Ninth Circuit. I would note the administration won an identical case in the Ninth Circuit just a few months ago with respect.
We're looking for the magic P word here.
To the federalizing of the California National.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Guard. Under Title 10 of the U.S. Code, the president has plenary authority.
Stephen, no, Stephen, no.
Hold on.
God
Stephen?
damn, you're an embarrassment.
Stephen?
Stop talking! Stop talking! Stop talking! Susie Wild is fucking ripping her earrings out at this point. Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Just
Hey, Stephen, can you hear me?
Is he lying or is he stupid? Put in your vote now.
It seemed, Stephen, I apologize. It seems like we're having a tech.
yeah, ZNN fucking decided to monitor the boy. Yeah, that's what he was talking about then. That's what the plenary control. That's what he's talking about. Suspending the writ of habeas corpus. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
That was 8 months ago. That was October 8th, 2025.
There you go. There you go. That was he was looking for the answer from a lawyer in like April, May, and then he started fucking talking. I remember they were all talking about it for the whole summer.
LA. Oops. Yeah, big fucking oops.
Whoopsie.
Whoops. Oh, we gotta put Toasty. We gotta get that on there.
Here, this sums it up pretty
If
good.
you only knew how ridiculous that statement is, you wouldn't have said it.
Oh, Ben Shapiro.
As protests grew against
He's really a
deportation
man with no
suites.
country at this
That
point.
discussion came
Yeah,
to
I
a head
know.
in late January after Fed.
It's so funny that the right hates him, the left hates him.
Yo, imagine being like peak loser Ben Shapiro, like 2008. And then just, oh, I'm going to turn it around, wait till my, and then your company starts to grow. And then the country puts in all of the anti-Semites that they could find. Like all of them. Like only thing that could have been different is if they would have put like Candace Owens as Attorney General. Like that's the only difference. This is the most anti-Semitic administration that there has ever been. And Ben Shapiro has been just sitting there just like, I support them.
Oh yeah.
Please stop having dinner with Nick Fuentes, please.
And then like all his people leave him. Like
Candace
left him. The producer who produced that movie with him left.
Jeremy Boring.
Yeah.
His little mini-me left.
Yep.
That was
all right.
weird. Remember the mini of Ben Shapiro, the girl that looked just like his ass?
Oh my god. Yeah, she was doing his show, but like a Gen Z version.
Femme Shapiro.
Yeah. And do you remember when he offered Steven Crowder that contract for like $50 million? Crowder was like, no, I want wages. Dude, who knew that Stephen Miller was right?
Crowder.
Or yeah, who knew that Steven Crowder was right?
It's funny. He said,
"You got
fuck this 50 million. I'm Steven Crowder. I'm the brain from Arthur. No one offers me $50 million and makes me bleed my own blood."
Listen, I'm gonna say it once and only once, but Steven Crowder knew what he was doing.
Clip it.
Federal agents had shot and killed 2 U.S. citizens who had been voicing their opposition to the administration's deportation policies in Minnesota. Paperman and Swan report that days after the killing of Alex Pretty, Susie Wiles had a meeting in her West Wing office where Vice President J.D. Vance said the administration needed to invoke the Insurrection Act swiftly to crush the unrest in Minnesota. The meeting broke up without a decision, a vague consensus to keep thinking about it, but had been clarifying in its own way. Even after the administration's posture had helped escalate tensions in Minnesota, even with the blowback mounting, the vice president and Mr. Miller were still searching for a reason to put federal troops on American.
So don't let fucking J.D. Vance ever tell you that he's not a fascist.
I'm glad that they saw the error in their ways and backed off. I don't think they wanted that fight. Not with Minnesota.
No.
Like Minnesota is not a bunch of bitches. Like I don't know where they thought that they were a bunch of bitches, but they're not a bunch of. These are hardened motherfuckers. Like of the Midwesterners, Minnesota and Wisconsinites are probably the toughest to deal with on a foot to claw basis.
Right.
I don't know why he picked the ones that take the -50 to winters every year. They was out there protesting that bitch in -10.
Like we
it
have
was
a lot
nothing.
we have a lot of fun with Mark, but I wouldn't want to like.
He's a mammoth.
I wouldn't
His
want to get
name
into
is Mammoth.
a scuffle.
You don't fight mammoths. You have to use strategery and
He may
spears.
seem like nice and vaguely Canadian, but I'm pretty sure that like he would fuck some people up.
Would you get in the ring with Mark?
Nah.
Nah, I'm good. I need like an alley, something I could run away. I could get some space, do some jump kicks. You know what I'm saying? Try a dive kick, yoga flame. You know, I need a zone. I got a zone Mark. Mark's like Alex.
Yeah. You can't go 1-on-1 with him. You'd fucking.
You might have some bison shit. I don't know.
Fucking.
You go fuck with the great white buffalo.
Listen, if he knows Psycho Crusher, I'm out, man. I'm not doing any of that.
Fucking sumo headbutt, butt slam. That's all I need. I'm done. One butt slam. I'm out this bitch. Goodbye.
Streets. Joe, we know that Stephen Miller has wanted to invoke the Insurrection Act. We know from General Milley that President Trump wanted to do it in the first administration as well. What's been amazing about Jonathan and Maggie's reporting is to get right in the room where these discussions were taking place.
They were as...
That's hilarious.
Talking about Stephen Miller, that's funny.
He does sound exactly like you think he would sound.
Yeah. He's Salacious Crumb.
He is.
He's that little fucking guy that was fucking sitting in the like folds of fucking Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
That little that's that motherfucker right there.
Or he's the dude who has like fucking the King of Rohan under his spell.
Oh, Worm Tongue?
Yeah, he's Worm Tongue.
Grimo Worm Tongue, too long have you haunted my sister's steps, my cousin's steps. I am Billy Butcher, who's in Lord of the Rings. He's the Horse Lord.
Like, dude, just now, every time you watch Lord of the Rings, just think of Butcher as the real hero.
You know what's funny is like
he's goddamn Sauron's diabolical.
He's in so many things. That dude is a fucking chameleon, man.
He has a face not even a mother would love. Butcher.
Oi, you Sauron cunts, get out of here. Someone needs to do that edit. Oh my god, who looks like him? We gotta have somebody. We gotta write some lines. Oh, we got a skit, baby. We got a skit, baby. We got a skit, baby. We need to get the printers rolling. Roll them. Oh, that's gonna be so funny. Who the fuck looks like
song goes? They were in the room where it happened, and
put a one in the chat.
What is so shocking is what actually was said inside those rooms, time and time again. And Jonathan Lemire. You actually have the Vice President of the United States talking about invoking the Insurrection Act. Talk about an unconstitutional use.
Also, sorry to keep pausing it. Who the fuck is JD Vance to say what happens? He's the vice president. He doesn't get to do shit. You know what his job is? To break ties in the Senate and just be on the watch out in case Trump dies. That's it.
Are we at 18 months? What are we at? 20 months?
Something like that. It's 18 and a half.
They still haven't found shit for him to do.
He doesn't have
anything to do. They can't find nothing for him to do. He does nothing all fucking day. No one knows what to do with him. He's so fucking awkward. You can't put him out on the road because he creeps everybody the fuck out. Or you can't send him to TPUSA because him and Erica keep fucking making eyes at each other, and now there's allegations running around. And also, only 36 motherfuckers showed up to it, and 14 other motherfuckers went up to the mic and toasted his ass. So we can't have him go out in public. He can't go to other countries. He kills popes. We don't know what to do with him. He's a fucking lead balloon anchor. Dragging this administration would be so great if only they hadn't had JD Vance.
I really can't wait for the Republicans or the MAGA people that like have to get behind JD Vance as the next president or whatever. Like,
How long have you worked here? You in the front row. How long have you worked here? The one next to you. How long have you?
Hey, what are those things? Are those donuts? What?
Just give me what humans eat.
Yeah, I will take one human food, please.
One human pellet, if you please. One, sir. What's the geometric shape of a donut? I think it's a donut, huh? A concave spheroid.
you, sir, in the second row. That's a very nice chair you have there.
Oh no! Someone has Italian leather couches. Come to the front. Come to the front. It's you. You.
Oh boy.
Tan. No. Sepia. What the fuck?
Is that leather I smell?
You there with the leather jacket. Where did you get it?
It's Corinthian leather.
Bartholomew told me he retired. He can smell the artisans one by one.
Man,
it's not a trapezoid. No, there's a name for a three, like a dice, like a cube, a die. That's a hexagonal prism, right? It's got 6 sides.
Oh, it's a something hedron.
It's a, what is it? Poly. You know what I'm saying though. That I want that for a donut, please.
It's not that bad. You could be under martial law. I think that's what they were trying to do.
They literally. Are you paying attention, Cruz? Cruz, you're not paying attention. We were literally talking about that. That was what all the jokes were. Oh, come on, man. You met dodecahedron. That's the 12-sided one. I learned that from. Is that A Wrinkle in Time?
Maybe.
No. What's the one with the doldrums and all that weird stuff? Like the person. Oh.
Are you talking about a Pirates of the Caribbean movie?
No, it's a kid's book. It might have been Roald Dahl, but there was like a clock inside of a big dog, and then like there was the doldrums that went around and around.
That sounds fucking trippy.
It was the 60s. That's all the fucking kids' books were.
Was Roald Dahl on all the drugs?
Well, that and Hating the Jews.
Oh, by the way, our comments about Las Vegas earlier, Simply Secular Dave lives in the Las Vegas area, and he says it's terrible.
No, he doesn't.
Use of power.
Lives in BC.
Invoking the insurrection.
Simply Secular Dave says, I recently moved to Vegas.
What? He moved?
I'll put it up.
Dave, you're stateside? What the fuck? Oh, my buddy.
Oh, my buddy. Oh, not Simply Secular Dave, his buddy.
Just be. You don't know, Mikey. You don't know. As soon as I find this book, you're in trouble. What the hell is this book called?
Dyslexia. His buddy Robbie lives there.
Hi, Robbie. He might have heard it. You don't know.
Act to crush American citizens protesting in American streets. And as Maggie and Jonathan wrote, this was after they had already gunned down 2 innocent Americans for doing just that, for protesting. And yet they're still talking about enacting the Insurrection Act. They're still talking about suspending habeas corpus through this entire period. You know,
Dave says Mikey knows I'd never.
Maybe it's just a lawyer.
That sounds like there's no fucking way Dave, of all people, moved to
reading. Whether you look at Todd Blanche trying to cover up one of the biggest pedophile rings in the history of America, or you have the vice president and Stephen Miller talking about suspending habeas corpus and the Insurrection Act, that sure does look like a place where a lot of lawyers in the future are going to start discovery in their investigation.
The Phantom Toll Booth.
with a
Phantom Toll Booth. I don't think I've ever read that one.
That's what it was. The Phantom Toll Booth. That was a good book. I need to read that again.
It sounds like a fucking trip.
Is that why I'm so weird? You made me weird.
Democratic Congress, whether it is with prosecutors, because the president may try to pardon a lot of people. It's not going to be able to pardon the entire government. And these just seem to be.
Don't say those fucking things, Joe. They'll fucking try it. They'll be like, I'm going to pardon everyone who worked for me from all crimes forever. Except for Pam Bondi.
I'm not that guy, but yes. Thank you, Dark Lord Greg, coming in clutch with the $2 super chat. Donut shape is a Taurus. Thank you. I did know that, but I could not remember that. Thank you. Yes.
I like
I watch a lot of space stuff, and then you get into black holes, and then like how space time can warp, and then Taurus is coming. It's a thing. Just trying to. Yes, I saw that too. I was about to make my background picture the cover again, and I saw that. Like, yeah, let me get the.
Clearly illegal acts or a conspiracy to commit
coming from a fucking Aki main? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I've taken worse slander from dogs.
Mikey, it's Aki.
Fucking and Blanker. I'm so sick of you. I'm so sick of both of you. Fucking bullying me all the time.
Illegal acts. No wonder, and I know you've heard this like I've heard this, no wonder the White House is melting down over this book, because there's so many people who are exposed who are going to have to hold up the right hand at some point and take an oath and tell everybody what happened behind those closed doors, because even the glimpse we're getting from this book is ugly.
Hold on, Tim, I figured it out.
Yeah, ugly.
You know those little things where it's like a tube, and then you.
Yes.
That's Joe. Sounds just like those little things. That
those
toy.
things are so fucking crazy.
Well.
Mikey, the things that entertained us when we were children seem absurd now.
I used to have my background picture on Facebook be, you'll probably remember this. It looked like a car dashboard. It had a little steering wheel and then like a little shifter kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then you turn the key and then the lights would come on, and then like the road, it would look like you were driving on the road at night or whatever. And then I was showing, I was like, do you remember this? And my friend was like, yeah. And I'm like, this isn't even a game. There's no points. It's not even keeping track. It's just a light and buzz. And that's all we needed.
Yeah, we'll put this in the chat because it's funny. What is the most useless toy that you got when you were a kid? Like, what was the thing that made no sense at all?
The thing that was like a stick, and then it had like a triangle, and then a ball on the end and a ball on the end, and you're supposed to like whack, 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 whack. That was pretty stupid.
The ball in the cup? We had to try and flip the ball in the cup?
Come on with the ball cup shit. All right. Other people in other countries were getting calculators and shit. Where we get ball cup,
ball, stick and hoop.
that perennial game. Oh, this is it, dude. I just unlocked the memory.
The Chinese finger trap.
Those look, yo, the army guy with the parachute was like top tier. Remember this guy? This guy.
Yeah. I remember that picture. I don't think I ever read the book.
This was a good dog. I don't remember his name.
Oh, I think Chrissy found it, Mikey.
Oh, I got to go to the thing to click it. Hold on.
As you say, illegal and deeply un-American. I mean, this is extraordinary.
both of these revelations in this new piece. I mean, as the Times writes about the Insurrection Act debate, that Vance says it needs to invoke the Insurrection Act to crush the unrest in Minnesota, and this is because he says that this because outside agitators and the like are fueling this. Even though at that moment, of course, the White House was already realizing that neither Alex Preddy nor Miss Good, neither of them were paid. These were not, Antifa or whatever nonsense they wanted to put out there. These were just average Americans who were trying to protest what they saw was un-American.
Oh my God! Speaking of memory unlocked, the twisty wire that had the beads that you slide on it, like
we have those. I have one of those.
There's no point to that. You just slide the beads back and forth. There's nothing to do.
So it's good for littles. It's good for like fine motor control, for pinching and running it through, and then it gives a nice little clicky reward if you go through. It's just like a curled in on itself abacus.
Yeah, it's so weird.
She loves it.
Gack.
Oh yeah, I can still smell gack. That
Silly.
chemically ass party smell. I can still smell gack.
Silly putty.
Mine I always left out. I only got one play with the silly putty. I'm like, damn it.
The only thing I ever learned was you stick it on the newspaper and it would peel up with the newspaper print on it.
Print, yeah. That's probably because of the print they used to use the ink they used to use. I don't even know if you can do that now. We were getting some wild shit back in the day.
I may have been convinced to start buying like actual physical newspapers again.
Me too. I was just thinking about that.
Because I was reading Chris Hayes's book, The Siren's Call, all about like how everything is trying to steal our attention from us. And he talked about, and I haven't read the newspaper in quite some time, but he talked about how the print edition of the news is way better than the bullshit you're getting on the same news websites. And like the pleasure you get out of reading a print edition of a newspaper is much greater than just like all the clickbait that's on fucking online news sites.
Maybe we should do that as a business. I should get we should both get, maybe we'll get a couple of papers.
Yeah, I mean, I could get a local paper and either like the Times or the Post.
I can get the Trib, and I kind of miss having the Post-Dispatch.
I'm not going to get that liberal rag, the fucking Wall Street Journal, but
And the newspaper is small now.
Yeah.
I mean, the Daily was always much smaller than the Weekend or whatever, but even the Weekend papers are like maybe an inch.
I think I might get the Hartford Courant and maybe the Times.
We're going retro, everybody. So expect us to have reports on your desk in 3 to 5 business weeks after we analyze and telegram our sources. We have men on the Western Front waiting for that telegram.
Behavior by these ICE agents on the streets of Minneapolis. You're right to say that the White House is freaking out about this book. There was even an Axios report over the weekend that there's fears that perhaps the Times reporters have recordings from inside the Situation Room, which would be...
How about those old handheld video game things that were like cheap versions of actual games?
Yo, the Street Fighter game was amazing. It was amazing.
I had like a Sonic the Hedgehog one where like you could only really play like a level or two because the little Sonic sprite didn't really do much.
Okay, so here, Tim, I'll put the link copy in the
old
private
chat
chat so you can pull it up because I got the one screen. It's kind of awkward.
Yeah, I know. It's owned by Bezos, but they're all owned by billionaires at this point. All right, hold on.
Yes.
Dismiss. Share. So this was it, Mikey?
So that's the new and improved version. Now strip that down to one little box. Let me see if I can find the other one. Oh, God. How do I even search that?
Gina's got it. The LCD Sonic game was awful.
Yeah, that was...
I also got like a pinball one too that was just, it was just bad. Those little LCD screens were terrible. And they ate up AA batteries like it was nothing. I was like, I want a Game Boy. And then you got this little pinball thing. They're like, this is like a Game Boy, right? I was like, no, this is not like a Game Boy at all.
No, it isn't. Oh, we're getting close. Get out of here, AI overview. You never know anything.
Yeah, AI. You don't know nothing.
Found it. All right, I'm just going to share screen, and then whatever happens, happens.
Pogs.
Man, I wish I still had mine. Not because they're worth anything, but because them shits were awesome.
Those things were cool. It was just little cardboard discs with prints on them.
There you go. I'm talking about, it's literally just a projector, brother. What the? No, get out of here. Pinterest?
Pinterest demands.
No. Refresh. Fuck you. Ah!
Pinterest demands that you sign in.
I don't want to.
You must see all of Mikey's pins and his pin boards.
No, I don't have any. But that's the thing. It's just like a light. And then like the light would just spin, right? And that spin light was the road. There's no score keeping track of. There's like other cars in the way, I guess, on the little light track that spins. But it was like the worst fucking toy. I'm like, this is not even a game. How did they give this to us and like expect us to at least Light Bright made something pretty. You can make your own nightlight, you know, something. This was literally nothing.
And Ted says, I hated those things so much, and the Sonic one was trash, and so was the Mario one.
I can't think of any. The Street Fighter one was fun. I don't think I ever beat it. But I mean, if you're on a road trip, it was that or try to read a book with your fucking.
Yo, I would give myself fucking motion sickness trying to read books on a car.
Or when I got a Game Boy, like the OG Game Boy, and that motherfucker wasn't backlit, and then you wanted to play at night on the car ride. Nah, brother, you were playing in between street lights.
Yep. Or I eventually bought one of those. It was a light and a magnifying glass.
We were so smart. We were so like, aha! I'll put glasses on the Game Boy. We tried, man.
All right, on to the next news story. Oh, by the way, Joe Scarborough, you forgot to mention all the fascism they were doing. You never said the word fascist once.
Liberals are okay with fascism as long as they get to do the wielding.
He's not even a liberal. Joe Scarborough is literally a conservative. No, he's not. He's not.
He went from conservative to liberal, which are right next to each other.
Nah, he's still a conservative. He's not even in a party. He's not in a party. He's not a Democrat. He's not a Republican.
He's just as bloodthirsty as the RNC and the DNC.
Right.
It's irrelevant.
But they all hate him. They all hate him.
They all hate themselves. You know, they're morally inconsistent.
The dude is literally a South Carolina Republican. He's just a Republican that doesn't have a home except on MSNBC.
Isn't that liberals? We're not talking about progressives here. We're talking about liberals. Isn't that liberals?
They're a mishmash. They're primetime people. I think are good people. Everyone else,
because I mean, look at Anna. Anna was a fucking liberal, and then as soon as something came up she didn't like, you know what? Maybe I'm not so left anyway.
You'd be picking up disaffected Republicans left and right. They got Michael Steele now doing primetime. They got the lady who does the open the fucking straight, you crazy bastard stuff.
Not Dana Bash. No,
I can't remember her name either. And like, I watch her show all the time.
Here, play the thing. Maybe it'll come. Play the thing. Maybe it'll come to me.
Open the fucking straight, you crazy bastards.
Wallace. See, I just need to
Wallace. Yeah, she literally worked for the Bush White House. Yeah. Literally.
To be fair, though, the Bush White House is woke as fuck compared to this White House.
Yeah. And she worked for Fox News before Fox News went fucking crazy, too. I mean, for some people, it was the reverse. Like, Tucker Carlson did work for MSNBC for a little while before he went to CNN and got embarrassed.
Jon Stewart single-handedly body bagged that man's whole career.
And now he doesn't work for anyone except his own fucking podcast.
If he runs for fucking president, Jon Stewart needs to run against him.
Yeah.
because you created this motherfucking monster.
I think we gotta play like the yin yang card here and just fucking be like, listen, if Tucker's running, then Stewart has to run.
He has to defeat him
to fucking balance the force.
It's like Splinter Oroko Saki shit.
Yeah. It's a red Oni, blue Oni thing that they got going on there. All right, Mikey, this is your story. I don't know what this is. And there's no sound. I remember this time it only played for 4 seconds without sound.
I wasn't going to say shit.
Right now, a massive fire that destroyed a 1 million square foot warehouse in Tracy is still burning more than 24 hours after it broke out. Crews calling it one of the worst fires they have ever seen.
It's very, very challenging. You know, you can imagine it's a skyscraper.
Where is this? Where's
Cali.
Tracy? California?
I think so.
Oh, actually, Sacramento TV. Okay. I know. I think Moses Satori lives in California, near that.
I expect a full report on my desk.
Laying on its side.
Neighborhoods littered with burned debris and the new public safety concerns as toxic gases burn.
KCRA3 is digging into what went wrong and the challenges making this fight even harder.
I think I know what went wrong. You stored a bunch of shit in a warehouse that was flammable.
Scheiße.
Yeah.
Here's a live look of that warehouse in Tracy this afternoon.
Is this a you didn't pay us enough not to do this situation?
I don't know, Tim. I don't know. The reporting's kind of vague. So that's why I was like, let's let everybody look into it and see if we can ascertain anything else.
Speaking about firefighters, 70% of American firefighters are volunteers. So as far as at least in my state, a lot of our towns have volunteer fire departments.
Yep.
Well, you should
really?
You should investigate.
All right, get your respirator and get out there. Get your GoPro and your respirator. We need a live from the charred wreckage.
Mikey, do you have a volunteer fire department?
Ours are paid.
Yeah. It really depends on the size of the town or city.
Yeah, we have high, and that's the thing. Everyone complains in this state about the high property tax. I agree the property taxes are high, but we had a bunch of crooked motherfuckers doing a bunch of crooked shit. So we got to fix all that shit. And then we have really good services. We have really good, like, people complain about like some of the roads in Chicagoland. Go to the south. Brother, you will not be going over 30 miles an hour on some of these roads because your shit will be fucking whoa. You will be fucking all over that bitch.
I've been
out here.
I've been all up and down the eastern seaboard on I-95, which is the main artery highway all the way from Maine all the way down to Florida.
I have 55, you have 95.
Yeah. And you can definitely tell 100% when you've entered the South on I-95 because pavement stops being there.
Fucking gravel track.
It is literally just fucking concrete. And we were going through, I think it was like South Carolina. I'm like, is this road designed to piss off truckers or what are they doing here? Like, there's a definite, like, New York City has some bad roads. However, they're fucking paved.
Right.
It's not just concrete with lines on it. Once you get into a certain part of the South, roads aren't paved anymore. They don't have the money for that.
Our shit, like you go down, you can go from Lakeshore Drive to St. Louis on the smoothest shit you ever felt in your whole life. And we were like, look. It makes a fucking difference. That's why we are fucking, I think it was $2.5 trillion in trade Illinois did last year. So you need infrastructure if you want fucking business. If you have dangerous, sketchy ass fucking roads, you ain't getting no motherfucking money.
Yeah.
And if only we had a president that was just like, you know what? Let's back up 2 steps. South, your roads are looking kind of raggedy. So we're going to fix the highways and byways. Who needs a job? Okay. Sign up online. We're going to send some buses and we're going to get you guys out there and we're going to pave this shit in the next 6 months. Expect delays. We're fixing shit.
If only there,
they'd be, please stay as president. Please stay as president. Just fix one fucking thing that matters to people, and they'll love you. This motherfucker spent all the money and did zero.
If only there was a president who passed an infrastructure act of some kind recently.
Oh, but the DNC is the ones who's torpedoed that, and then they fucked off everybody who tried to keep up the Build Back Better. So that's why Cory Bush was out of there. That's why Jamal Bowman was out of there, and they used Palestine as a wedge to get him out.
Oh yes, California does have volunteer firefighters, and they can be prisoners, but they do get paid. I hear. Yeah, they get paid a certain amount.
What's his face? Hassan went out there for the things and was talking to the prisoners. And it was like, oh my god, I'm like, y'all are fucking weird, bro.
Yeah. Let's hear more about this place that's on fire.
The Medline distribution facility is gone, and 27 hours after it started, this is the scene, smoke still pouring from what is left of that structure. We're getting a better look at the extent of all of that damage. Thank you for joining us here at 4 o'clock. I'm Curtis May.
I'm Lisa Gonzalez. It has been a tough 27 hours for crews. Water pressure problems and hot temperatures are creating even bigger problems on the ground for these crews. We've got team coverage from Tracy on every angle of this investigation, from the impacts on the.
Which one of these reporters is too close to the fire?
Scoot, the one with the mask. Let's scoot up a little bit there. Yeah, go to the mask lady.
All right.
Oh, damn. Well, yeah. Oh, she's first. Good.
She's first.
Supply chain to air quality concerns.
We begin with KCRA 3's Peyton Headley.
Nobody wants to hear from the person.
The fire is burning this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we're standing at the corner here of Hanson Road and Promontory Park, where we were all afternoon yesterday.
Turn the volume up?
From
Is that
what
what
we
they
can see
said?
now to what we can see then is pretty significant. If you look at the building here, the smoke is on the opposite end of the warehouse.
Wow, that's pretty good. I thought they were getting paid less than that, but $7.25 an hour plus sentence reduction is not too bad.
We shouldn't be using prisoners as labor.
No, but at least they're getting paid at least minimum wage. What's $7.25 is minimum wage? Maybe not in California. They might have a different minimum wage.
Yeah, it's 15 in California.
Yeah.
House primarily, so that gives you a better look at the damage and the charred building, the walls sagging, also the loading ports where those trucks load up the supplies and head out of here. And you can see further down there are crews dumping.
Hold on a real sec. Can we get an aerial shot? Because I don't know if this is the same in like every country. You know what I mean? But like, there, that's a good one. Those are semi tractor trailers there. You know, those are like, what are those, like 30 feet, 36 feet or whatever?
Something like that, yeah.
These buildings are huge. Like, you need a cart to get it from point A to point B, or motherfuckers spend their whole shift in one, like third of a quadrant of the area. Like, these are big fucking buildings. Like, all this fucking capitalism that we sit on top of, the undergirding of that, the joists of all of that are distribution hubs, distribution centers. That's so much money. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to really put into like scale. Like, a grocery store might only have like $2 or $3 million worth of stuff in it.
Right.
This is nothing. Like, fuck all the space for customers to walk in. Imagine if you had just racks times the mass of multiple stores. So when you see this burn down, that is like 30 grocery stores burning down. It's a lot of shit.
Well, and it was the same thing with the one that the dude allegedly set on fire. That place was also gigantic and full of just like paper towel and toilet paper and like very flammable stuff.
Yeah, that bitch went up in like 30 minutes. Whole thing was gone.
Yeah. And they said that it had like 40 workers tops and they weren't all there. So like nobody was injured, but hundreds of millions of dollars worth of product just gone.
Gone in the air.
Medical supplies, and were not affected by the fire to get those trucks on their way and to area hospitals and medical facilities. And we've seen quite a few of those Medline trucks pulling out of the parking lot today. I did reach out to a spokesperson from Medline to confirm just exactly what they're doing, and we haven't heard back quite yet. But again, another big takeaway from this is that there were no injuries in this fire, which is miraculous. Just looking at the size of the facility, knowing there were 120 people in there at the time.
They got the
and
fuck
all
out
of
of
this as
there.
the cause is still unknown. We are expecting a briefing from
Fuck
fire
that
officials at
lunchbox.
5 o'clock here within the next hour, so we'll be sure to bring that to you
I'm
live
out.
when it happens. Back to you guys.
All right, Peyton,
I'll buy
thank you.
another one.
Let's see.
I'm not going back to the break room for my coat. Fuck that coat. I didn't like it anyway. It itched to be on one side.
So there's a statement from the company.
Network, and specifically a local distribution center largely serving parts of Northern California. Medline's supply chain is designed with resiliency, scale, and flexibility at its core. Immediately following this incident, Medline activated a command center and a network contingency plan and began incorporating secondary and tertiary distribution centers. Product distribution previously supported by the Tracy facility has been reassigned and is in the process of being deployed to other facilities within our regional network to help maintain service and support customer needs.
The specific Medline hub in Tracy supplies these major hospitals and health.
So these are all the hospitals that are supplied by that warehouse.
Sheesh. Oh, it's a medical hospital. That's even worse.
Notice the one at the bottom.
Great.
Systems in our region that you see on the screen: Sutter Health, UC Davis, Kauai Health, Enloe Health, Stanford Medicine, Carson Tahoe Health, and the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. UC Davis Health confirms Medline is one of their suppliers, and in a statement at KCRA3, they said, quote, "We are a large hospital, and that means we have many different suppliers for different things. We're asking employees to be careful with supplies until we know the impact of this fire." Then a spokesperson from Sutter Health also shared
just less than 9 miles away from that initial burn site at that warehouse. And I just want to paint the picture of what people woke up to here at this neighborhood with around 5,000 single homes here. Half of them waking up to see this type of debris here. It almost seems to be some type of black charcoal styrofoam.
Imagine waking up, fucking going outside. There's this fucking black charcoal raining from the... You're like, did a volcano erupt somewhere that I don't know about?
Yes. Mount Distribution Hub.
Moses Tori says UC Davis provides a lot of care that can't be had elsewhere.
And the officials are saying, do not touch this. This could be potential hazardous material. And it's littered
fucking
all
great.
across this neighborhood here in
There's
grass.
like a 9-10 mile radius of just environmental disaster now.
It's like the fucking Chernobyl blast.
Yeah.
And people were picking up the graphite.
Ooh, it was like, ooh, shiny rock. And then,
hey, this is glowing.
My organs hurt.
And fields. When speaking with residents here, we spoke with a mother of two. She kept her children inside today. They closed the windows. We also spoke with a father here who has 2 dogs. He didn't want them ingesting this because this is some serious stuff that flew miles away from that initial burn site. San Joaquin County emergency officials are urging residents not to touch, move, or collect the material, warning it could contain hazardous residue from the fire. We've seen how the material looks. Like I said, it looks very similar to that charcoal-like styrofoam, and when crushed, kicks up this ash-like particle. The county is now working with the California Department of Toxic Substances Control to test the debris and determine next steps for cleanup.
If they see any debris from the Medline fire, they are not to touch it. Don't move it. Don't collect it.
I think we worry about the potential for cancer if you are interacting with some of the toxic material that's left over after one of these fires, either in the debris itself or in the downwind area where it kind of is raining down.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I think moral of the story here is don't go near the black chunks outside if you live near.
Don't touch them.
Don't touch any of that. I got another one for you, Mike. This is a story that we covered before.
Voters in New Jersey last night also finalized the race for one of the nation's most competitive seats and one of the most unusual because the incumbent Republican, Congressman Tom Kean Jr., hasn't been seen on the campaign trail or Capitol Hill for months. As congressional
that dude.
Jordan reports, his absence raises broader questions.
Whoever else has come by Congressman Tom Kean's Capitol Hill office for the past 3 months, he was not one of them.
Do you know about where he is or not?
Dude hasn't been home in 3 months. And they're like, wherever he is, there aren't cameras. He ain't there, guys.
She's like pretend coughing. I'm like, there's something. Are you choking? And then she just turns around. I'm like, just doing it to do it. Okay.
We really don't know anything.
Benjamin Hulik is the Washington correspondent for NJ Spotlight.
Tell us the status of Congressman Kean right now.
Wish I could. I'm not trying to be oblique, but he last voted in the House on March 5 and has not been seen in public since. And the only thing
it's
I've
6/16
gotten out of his office is that he has a personal medical issue.
This was Kean's last known day in Washington. He appeared at a committee hearing.
I urge my colleagues to support this legislation.
Kean waited until late April to issue a cryptic statement, writing that a doctor forecast full recovery very soon. I asked House Speaker Mike Johnson about this today.
As soon as he's ready to talk about that, you're all going to breathe a sigh of relief and say that makes sense. What he's dealing with is something very common and not a big thing.
Kean's has been the longest, but not the only absence this year. Democrat Frederica Wilson, who's retiring, has missed a month of votes, eventually saying she had eye surgery. Republican Julia Letlow missed 2
Get rid of her.
votes as she campaigned for U.S. Senate.
The ayes are 212. The nays are 212. The concurrent resolution is not adopted.
This all led to a tie, a near win for Democrats on a statement vote last month to end the war in Iran. So far this year, the House has been in session 76 days. Congressman Kean has
Jesus.
76 days.
We're on day 160 something of the year.
Greg says, good news. He won his primary. Dude didn't even have to fucking run. See, this is the problem with our
motherfucking problem.
The dude, just because he's an incumbent and people fucking remember his name, he won a primary.
Couldn't nobody run against him?
I know.
Nobody?
It's 8 p.m. Do you know where your congressman is?
Should be asleep.
Yo, they're not even fucking working, man.
I don't think so.
Last I heard, no.
They don't even talk about it no more.
Just more than half of that. But many days, a dozen or more are absent in a 1 or 2 vote margin Congress.
As the legislation becomes more important, in my case for appropriation bills, every vote counts.
I represent 772,047 individuals, Republicans, Democrats, independents, and they expect me to show up to my job.
Voters, by and large, are very, very understanding.
Oh, Mikey, it's your boy, Rokana.
A lack of
transparency. Rose tearing it up.
Now, both parties need every single member to be there on every single vote.
Ellie Powell of University of Wisconsin-Madison studies when members miss votes and points out that Congress used to issue internal penalties for members miss votes.
Yo, it's not even a computer. It's just a laptop hooked up to a monitor.
No, it's an all-in-one, I think.
Oh, it could be.
Votes, and points out that Congress used to issue internal penalties for missed votes and stronger local journalism.
I say we go back to that. Hey, I say we go back. You miss your vote, you don't get paid.
Caning. Public caning.
I think if you miss your vote, you don't get paid.
There's got to be some sort of consequence, because then why would I vote?
And if you're gone for 3 months, you're fucking. If I left my job for 3 months and said, "Hey guys, I got a medical thing," they'd be like, "Okay, but when are you coming back?" And if I said nothing, I'd be fired.
He can still trade stocks, though.
Yo, I think we need at-will employment for these fucking representatives.
Your right to represent. This is a right to represent state, and if you don't vote in a month, we get to have another election and replace your ass.
Yeah. Everyone else has fucking at-will employment. It's time we started implementing that on some of our representatives.
Fuck that. 3 votes. If you miss 3 votes,
yeah, we'll give
your seat is now your seat is considered vacated.
I get 2 paid sick days. You get 2 paid sick days.
Right. And
on
after
the
that,
yeah,
special election.
Out.
Special election. Fucking
recall
do your goddamn job.
Yeah. If you're too sick to do your job, then I'm sorry.
Well, then you should step aside, let somebody take over, finish the rest of your term, and then you can rerun.
Yeah.
But you didn't have it. You didn't have the juice. We needed you on the court, and you couldn't do it. I don't even know. I don't want to talk about basketball right now. Congratulations, Knicks. Let's just go ahead.
Oh, yeah. The Knicks.
Shut up.
Knicks.
Shut up. Whatever.
Go.
I'm a good sport. Fuck them.
Listen,
it's
all
fine.
I'm saying is Mayor Mamdani became mayor of New York City and the Knicks won.
No, you little fucking wrestling bitch ass wrestling dude cursed the Spurs with some bullshit.
He cursed Stephen A. Smith, and then he cursed the Spurs.
I don't appreciate that shit. That's fucked up. Y'all cheated. Y'all cursed us so we couldn't win. That's bullshit. You can't do that. Supernatural is cheating.
Well, then Stephen A. Smith shouldn't have been talking shit.
I don't like him anyway.
Well, I think you got to bring it up with Stephen A. Smith.
No, what's his name? Danhausen?
Danhausen, yeah.
What the fuck, Danhausen?
Oh, well, you know.
Okay.
I think Danhausen proves that wrestling is real.
Wait till Wemby come back. Y'all gonna regret that. Y'all gonna let OKC beat the shit out of this boy for 7 games, and then gonna swallow the whistle in New York. Bet your little plan worked. It worked, but we gonna be back strong.
Earlier era of congressional
Y'all gonna be
history,
fucked up when that alien
where
starts
your
bench
local
pressing.
paper would post how many votes you had missed, and it would be really embarrassing during a campaign. Congress has just sort of stopped caring.
The public has started noticing. 2 years ago, the Dallas Express discovered Congresswoman Kay Granger had been living in an assisted living facility.
Yeah.
She had not voted in Congress for 6 months.
The rules of the House
Republican.
require that.
Yeah, no, we need fucking wellness checks on these motherfuckers to make sure that they're still alive and doing their jobs.
They put her in a home for 6 months and didn't even tell the constituents.
Man, they had Dianne Feinstein up in there in the Senate. Not all there.
Virginia Fox looking at you. Chuck Grassley looking at you. Mitch McConnell looking at you.
Our Congress is too fucking old. They're too old. I'm including all of them, by the way. Democrat and Republican. They're too fucking old.
Oh, we got to get that fucking Yoda clip. Too old to start the training. Too old. Was that episode 1? Yeah.
Yeah. There should be a rule. If you physically can't do the job, then you're fucking out of here.
Even if you're young and you go into a coma, you lose your fucking seat, dude. The people need representation. We need these votes done.
You can't represent us if you can't vote.
I mean, what if they just decide to go on vacation? Do we just don't get a vote either way? Just sorry,
Right.
Ted Cruz just doesn't want to come back.
Right. It's one thing if you're out for like you had surgery or whatever and you're out for a little bit and everyone knows about it. But you know when you're going to come back and maybe set up some sort of proxy system where someone can vote for you.
No fucking proxies. You missed 3 votes, your ass is grass. Get the fuck out of here. You need to lock in. And if you're in the House, you're only there for fucking 2 years. Lock the fuck in.
Oh, for like 100 days. But
yeah.
But like if you're just disappear and you're I have a medical thing and you're gone for 3 months, you should be fired. You should be fired. There should be money. There should be a fair employment plan for the fucking House members saying that, oh, you only get a certain number of sick days every year. If you use them all up, you use them all up. I don't know what to tell you. They don't roll over.
That'll be in our new constitution that
It will be.
There will be a congressional and senatorial recall system that is handled from the federal level, which will re-enfranchise citizens who are being shortchanged by the representation.
Yeah. And
it should be a referendum.
Also, there'll be a fucking age limit and a term limit on these motherfuckers.
50 plus one, and you can recall somebody and make them rerun for their shit. I bet you motherfuckers will start acting right. I bet you'll start having town halls where you're doing what the fucking people are telling you to do. If every fucking time you piss them off and 50 plus one gets up a burr up their ass, then you gotta go back to fucking the Capitol and explain to everybody why you should be there. Yes, accountability in the moment is what this place is missing.
I mean, we rag a lot on Mike Flugg, but he's still out there doing town halls.
And maybe that's why he's still in his seat. Well, I guess his race isn't up till.
Well, no, he's a rep, so it's every 2 years. He's not a senator.
Oh, he's a rep?
Yeah.
See, he's at least trying to keep his shit. All of his ideas are wrong, but he's doing it the right way.
He's at least hearing people out, I suppose. He yells wrong things at them, but
you guys think we should tax the rich? Yes.
And then he'll say stuff like
we
this.
We do not have unlimited money in the United States.
If only he could learn. I think that would help him.
I mean, listen, he's starting to learn. Like, he did answer that question about Trump in the way that we thought he should answer it. Like, he did do that. He's like, I don't agree with everything Trump does in the Iran war. Okay, good. Next step is not letting him do that shit.
So don't you want to stop him?
Yes.
But then I would vote against the Republicans. And that would be
But then you got motherfuckers like this who don't show up to work.
Members be present for votes unless they have a formal or necessary excuse. They can put in for an official leave of absence, but rarely do. House leaders can reprimand members with fines, but these days, they never do.
And what we're seeing now is that members are disappearing for weeks at a time and they just don't seem to be involved in the process.
Our next witness is Daniel Schuman.
Daniel Schuman directs the nonpartisan American Governance Institute and is expert in congressional accountability. Reasons abound for absences. Colorado's Brittany Peterson missed votes to give birth. Others, like Thomas Massey or Chip Roy, have missed votes while in competitive primaries. But add to that something harder to track: motivation.
This arises from just sort of the member sense of personal responsibility, but it also arises from institutional incentives in the chamber, where most of the laws are being written by leadership.
Polling shows Americans' opinion of Capitol Hill is near historic lows. And as a branch, Congress is facing...
Would you say the sun moved?
Yeah, so I had to change my light. I thought, oh, God, now I got to open the blinds. And I was like, I'll ask her to open. Never mind. I'll just do it.
Unprecedented challenges from President Trump. While most members are showing up to work, the problem of those who aren't undermine its power.
They should be engaged in lawmaking. They should be engaged in debate.
Kane was unopposed and won his primary last night. He posted on social media that he plans to be back within weeks.
I will
and then
serve
will be
you.
Completely transparent about his condition.
Then tell us what's going on now. Why do you have to fucking hide it? If in weeks is still a long time. Who's going to be out for 6 months? What's going on? He's just not there, and I don't know why people voted for him.
Hey, what happened? What was it? The unaffected middle or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't care that he hadn't showed up. And I mean, and it's when we call out shit like this, where motherfuckers literally don't even show up for their fucking jobs. I'm surprised there haven't been a ton today, but typically when we rag on Republicans for not doing their fucking job, we get people coming in here standing for people not doing their job. They come in here and tell us they don't need to do their job. Why should they have to do their own job? Someone else should be doing their job for them. Okay, if that's how you want to get represented, this is what you're going to get. A motherfucker who can sit on his fucking couch doing FanDuel, and then you don't have any representation.
My favorite part here is he says in this statement, this campaign will offer a clear choice while Washington Democrats continue pushing an agenda that is too extreme and expensive and out of step with New Jersey, which, by the way, is a pretty solid blue state. We'll continue putting our constituents first and working with anyone to get things done. He wants to work to get things done. I'm optimistic about the road ahead and ready to earn the support of voters in every corner of the district. How's he going to fucking get there? He hasn't left his house in 3 months.
He's definitely left his house. He's just not going to work.
He says, I am more energized than ever to keep fighting for the people of New Jersey's 7th district.
You should be well rested.
You should be well
rested. But I mean,
But for now, NJ.
Real quick. But just like this guy gets in Jersey, completely unopposed, and then the grand platinum of it all is that people are going like, you can't put it. It's like this is how shitty our democracy has become. Reform Nazi guy who didn't even show up.
Right.
They're both going to win the races.
Right.
That's where we're at. That's the pearl inside the oyster here. That's how shitty things are.
It's very funny that even though the Democrats literally have every advantage in this upcoming midterm election, a deeply unpopular president, a deeply unpopular Republican Party, wars, inflation, everything costs a ridiculous amount of money now. They're still finding ways to fuck it up.
Yes, actively.
Like they're really like you always say, Mikey, there's just a field of rakes out there and they're just walking and stepping on every one of them as they go by.
They got rake-seeking feet. Their toes can feel out a rake from 15 meters out through echolocation, through seismic echolocation.
Can't get out of their own way.
Spotlight's Benjamin Hulak is covering a campaign for Congress
And they won't let us
where the
do it.
Republican nominee is absent.
And when you're absent, you just don't really give a yardstick to voters about how to judge you.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
And
something
in
else.
modern times, voters are the only ones who decide
Don't give
if
away.
absent members get penalized. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Lisa Desjardins.
So New Jersey's 7th district, don't fucking vote for this guy in the general. He's not even there.
He's literally not even there.
In fact, if I was his running mate, I would be like, vote for me because your guy isn't even fucking there.
Seems easy.
Vote for me. I'll show up to work. Like that's the easiest campaign ever. Vote for me.
Give me
I'll show up
campaign.
to work.
I will be at work. Will show up.
Oh boy.
So did we talk about the peace deal for real? For real?
No.
Okay.
But I also have to leave in 7 minutes.
Copy that. Go to the playlist. There we go.
So I'll let you control it.
We'll speed run it.
I'll put the peace deal in quotes because it's just a 2-month extension of a ceasefire.
We'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see if somebody doesn't have their way first. Okay, how do I get over here? You can always tell when BB's trying to express his anger is when he doesn't do the shit in English. Keep in mind, this motherfucker's from Philadelphia. He had to learn this language, by the way. By the President of the United States, he believes he can truly integrate both the opening of the strait and the cancellation of the nuclear program. I said this. I said this is his decision. I repeat, this is his decision. He is leading it, and of course, I have expressed my opinion.
ואני כמובן הבעתי את דעתי בשיחות שונות.
מנגד,
אמרתי שיש לנו
I said that we have our own interests first and foremost regarding the nuclear threat.
שלנו. קודם כל לגבי איום הגרעין.
I'm committed to ensuring that we do not face such a threat.
אני מחויב שלא יהיה לנו, שלא יהיה איום כזה מולנו. ושנית לגבי לבנון.
And secondly, regarding Lebanon, we have crafted a buffer zone, a security zone, and we will remain there as long as necessary.
אנחנו יצרנו שטח חיץ שם, שטח ביטחוני. אנחנו נשאר בו ככל הנדרש.
Iran wanted us to withdraw from there, but that did not happen.
רצתה שאנחנו ניסוג משם, זה לא קרה. אתה יודע למה זה לא קרה?
Do you know why it did not happen among other reasons? Because I stood very, very firm.
בין השאר, משום שעמדתי מאוד מאוד איתן. הייתי מאוד...
I was very, very resolute on this matter, and I believe our American friends respect this determination and stance, this persistence.
מאוד מאוד נחרץ בדבר הזה, ואני חושב שידידינו האמריקנים מכבדים את הנחרצות ואת...
We are staying there because we need to protect the residents of the North. Stop, baby.
מידה האיתנה הזאת. אנחנו נשארים שם, כי אנחנו צריכים להגן...
Okay. Stop, baby girl. Quit messing with me. She got all her own other stuff, and now she's like reaching over the couch. She's like, calculator, screenshot, calculator. Get off my screen. Get off my keyboard, lady. So if, like Tim said, this is a 60-day ceasefire. This is a memorandum of understanding. Now, this is finally what the Prime Minister of Israel has to say about it. And you know what he said? I'm not leaving Lebanon.
Yeah.
Fuck your deal. Whatever the fuck you think you got going on, I'm not participating. Even though Iran said, hey, they got to knock it off or else this is going to be a non-starter. Israel's like, I'm not doing it. You can't make me. So now the ball is back in Trump's court, which he hates. He's going to have to tell Israel no.
And Netanyahu's not going to listen to him.
Why should he? He's never had to before.
I'm pretty sure what's going to happen is Netanyahu's going to continue to do whatever he wants. And Trump is going to continue to waffle about what to do about it.
Yep. Real quick. Oh, I had the share this tab instead. Okay. U.S. and Iran reach framework deal to end war and reopen the Strait of Hormuz. I thought they had. Damn it, I lost it. What is this? Following the intense talks, we are pleased to announce that the peace deal, I'll share this instead, between the United States and the American Islamic Republic of Iran has been reached. Both sides have declared an immediate and permanent termination of military operations on all fronts, including in Lebanon. The official signing ceremony will be on Friday, 19th June. And Switzerland, we would like to thank the United States of America, the Islamic Republic of Iran, for the commitment to the finding of a diplomatic solution to the conflict. We would also like to extend our sincere appreciation to our brothers in mediation efforts in the great leadership of the state of Qatar for their support in reaching this agreement. I would also especially thank the visionary. So they're over here. Hey, guys, we got this. It's going to be fine. Everything's going to be great. Brother, if you don't think that they're about to start bombing Beirut or bombing in Gaza or bombing in the West Bank, they're going to scuttle this deal. Because if Trump wanted it blocked immediately, he would have signed it immediately. Or was he too busy blinding the pilots on his birthday to sign the peace deal? So it's like, oh, we'll do it next weekend. Leaving the door open for somebody to scuttle the ship.
Gina wants to know if she sends us some MAGA rap, would we review it in a members only vid?
Oh God.
I don't think we want to do that to ourselves.
You ask for so much.
Gina, if you do that and maybe like attach a little bit of super chat money.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I'll do it for free. God damn it. Don't shear our Gina. I like her.
The other part of this Iran deal that I don't think people get is there's no agreement about nuclear weapons at all.
What are you talking about? This great deal will bring peace and security to the whole region. Many presidents have tried to make peace with Iran and have all failed before me. The leaders of the region have, for the first time, found a president who can help them achieve real peace with the opening of the strait upon the signing of the deal on Friday. For purposes of mine removal, oil will flow on both ends for the region and the world. President Donald J. Trump. They're going to, like, he doesn't know that he's being set up.
He never knows that. He is like the greater fool here, right? He is.
Yes.
He doesn't listen. The dude doesn't know where he is.
Most of the time, correct.
He has been kept out of this. He's just the spokesman for what everyone else has been doing. And they tell him to say things, or he just fucking makes it up in his brain. But he is not involved in these negotiations at all. And there's a reason. His brain is melted. He's not there.
Cottage cheese in the sun.
They got fucking Kushner and Witkoff and Vance and hopefully Marco Rubio doing this because the president can't. He's just a fucking big old dummy at this point.
Here it says, Lebanese government and the Iran-backed militant group Hezbollah have not made any public comment on the agreement, as Israel has targeted parts of Lebanon in a campaign to dismantle the proxy fighters who launched munitions at Israel just across its northern border. Israel says its military attacked Hezbollah targets in Beirut's southern suburbs Sunday, the day of the UFC fight.
Sunday.
They're bombing the capital of Lebanon whilst this peace talk is going on. Sunday, and what it said was a retaliation to an earlier attack on its territory. Lebanon's Civil Defense Ministry said 3 people were killed. Speaking on Truth Social earlier Sunday, Trump said the strikes on Beirut should not have happened, particularly on a special day. We were so close to a peace deal with Iran. Trump, they're gonna do it again, stupid. They don't want a fucking peace deal, stupid. And for all of you fucking dumb MAGA motherfuckers who think that Trump is navigating some sort of peace deal, brother, we tried to explain to you guys before. Israel is playing him like a fool because he is stupid and he does not understand geopolitics. Everyone else understood that the JCPOA was the best thing that we were going to get. He walked in day one, tore that shit up.
Comment in the chat. I heard the deal was reportedly electronically signed already, and Friday is a formal signing. Is that a thing? I don't think so.
I think most of the ships are waiting till Friday.
Yeah, because they have to remove some mines that were placed. But here's the real deal here. It's way worse than the JCPOA. It's way worse. First of all, they're being allowed to sell fuel again. It's no longer sanctioned. Nothing was discussed with regards to nuclear material, even though Trump says. But in the agreement, I guarantee you it's going to say we're going to talk about this at a later date, which is way worse than what Obama got, which was we're not going to produce nuclear weapons. And then in this deal, we're supposed to pay $300 billion to rebuild the country that we spent money blowing up.
It's here's the thing from CNN. The proposed U.S.-Iran peace and nuclear agreement involves massive financial figures. Though the U.S. has clarified that these are not direct U.S. taxpayer payouts. The core financial components are under discussion include, a $300 billion reconstruction fund. So not only is it the U.S. and Gulf states are proposing a massive investment, so they're acting like the Gulf states are just going to pay for that shit, just like the Gulf states paid for Gaza.
Right.
I'm telling you, Israel is going to torpedo this fucking deal. They're going to scuttle the fucking deal. They're going to piss Iran off. The strait's going to go right back to being fucking closed. They're going to bust it up. They don't want this to happen. And this is right before the midterms? No. Cannot have peace before the midterms. Because they don't give a shit. Israel doesn't give a shit about our midterms. They're not waiting. She's doing the crabby crab. Where'd it go? Frozen assets. Iranian media reports claim that agreement will unlock $24 billion in frozen assets. How much was the first one? The JCPOA, was it $4 billion?
Yeah.
And they had to go to all the other banks and grab all that cash to give to the Iranian people. It was just a big old plane full of.
That was $4 billion. You're doing 6 times that amount, and you're releasing all the sanctions. So you just taught them that they get shit for doing this,
right?
Cool.
I mean, we told you that it was going to be worse. It's worse. It's not even a real deal. It's
Hey Tim, next time you get a parking ticket, just go see Trump and he'll give you a winning scratching lottery ticket and you'll get $100 million. That's
Right.
what we punish them with. Good job. Not only did you commit war crimes, but you just enriched the entire fucking region. Good job. Except for none of that's going to happen because Israel's going to keep us in this protracted fucking military engagement forever, unless he pulls the plug.
Yeah. And listen, this has to survive. This has to survive until Friday. I don't know if it will.
They're gonna blow something up. They're already planning to blow something. They're gonna or if it's the day of the thing or the day after the thing, they've been doing this for 40 years.
Yeah.
Scuttling peace talks. So sorry, y'all. I want this to be true, but until Friday, I am reserving all applause and celebration.
Yeah.
Because they could have put it over the line. And they didn't.
All right, Mikey. I gotta run.
Okay. Here, you run. I got one more video.
All right.
Because it's I think it's somebody that they told us about. The chat told us about.
Okay. Well, I'll see everyone hopefully tomorrow. And everyone have a good day. And like and subscribe to the channel. And patreon.com/TheBinPodcast. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye, Tim.
Oh, I almost hit the end stream button. I'm making sure I'm hitting the leave studio button.
You just get out.
I'm leaving.
Get your brother color. Get out of here.
If I go, everyone goes.
I'm taking you down with me. And drops ass. All right, he's gone. Let's talk about him. God, Tim, am I right? Golly. Let's angle the monitor down a little bit here. Did my cat go? Where'd the cat go? Oh, he's up there. Oh, the thing's in the way. Here. She has little toe beans. Dexter. All right. Let's man, I hate only having one screen. This is horrible.
Now, if I was a religious man, I would say maybe this is some kind of natural selection. Yeah, between the good people, okay, those who don't believe in genocide, and the feckin' arseholes, the shitheads.
Who was it from the chat that told me about this bloke? Who was it? Tons of mice, $5 buckaroonies. Tim's hat 2026. Your ma was wearing it when I paid her. Your mom liked this hat. I got too many windows open. Let me close some of this.
Fucking dum-dums, the stupids, because they're fucking out there and they're absolutely everywhere. They walk amongst us, they do. What a fucking shame on, well, what seems to be a majority of people, or is it a majority anymore? Because it seems that the world is turning against the establishment, and good job and all. The smaller voices are now becoming the largest voices, even though my voice doesn't seem to grow at all. But there you go. Yeah, YouTube hates this channel. Anyway, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel. Maybe I might be able to make some headway. But anyway. Oh my Gideon. It's not just immoral. It's actually, I find it embarrassing that our fellow humans out there, humans, that they are happy to support this. They're happy to get on the old bandwagon and torch people's houses and cars after they're dragged and fecking out, like in Belfast. And other places are following suit. I think in Scotland as well. I just find it shocking that people think this is okay. Oh, yeah, but you know what it is? The kind of people at these protests, they're not there because of any moral issue. They're there because it's fun. They love it. They love to cause pain and stress onto the other.
See, and this is why Highway Pirate, I let you go on and I let you say what you had to say because I knew this clip would completely erase your point. We'll keep going.
Because they're racist feckin' bastards, is what they are. Sorry, I will say it as I see it. And as a man who has black grandchildren, all right, with afros, they're gorgeous, they really are. I find hope for the future and for their futures. Putting aside the environment and the feckin' damage caused there, but on a human level, communities, they're just not just divided, but they're attacking each other. Don't matter where you are these days, you know. Whether you're in the United States or the United Kingdom, it don't matter. They're all attacking each other. You even got problems in Canada of all places. Canada, you know.
Yeah, Canada, come on. You're supposed to be the nice, reasonable ones, the mature adult in the room. All right? I need you to get it together.
Argue these people are out of their feckin' minds. They thrive on hate. They thrive on it. They love it. Then there's like some people thrive on when something goes wrong and they really get into it and they kind of fix the situation because they really get into it, right? You know, they thrive on things going wrong, you know, on negativity. They thrive on it. And I suppose for those people, it's a case of fixing it. But these people, all right, these fucking assholes they're just thriving on breaking it and making the divide even deeper and more hateful. And do you know what I hate even more is the fact it makes me hateful towards them. The time is past now for me to say, well, maybe, although I've really never been this way, but maybe they just need a little bit of persuasion, maybe they need a bit of educating on what the real situation is, but no.
And what are you talking about exactly? Because I was trying to scroll up to see like what you're referencing. Just say real quick again, because I missed it. What are you referencing?
There ain't no educating here because they actually love it. They love what the situation is. Just like some Israeli teenager.
And if you're worried about like losing the stream, just like the stream, subscribe, and then go to the horizontal one where there's less shit, spamming in the chat, and you can actually have a way of conversing back and forth. Don't stay in the what is it, portrait? Go to the landscape one. There's not as many messages in there.
Just for instance, this is in Israel.
Just to be kicked out?
To say the nice words, kicked out, yeah, but to be in their own jail. That's it.
Jail?
In their own place, we give them food, we give them their jobs, they can live their own life. They just
what if they escape?
They can't. There has to be a thing that they cannot accept. That's the thing. At the end of the day, if you do give an animal food, and I'm trying to talk nice here.
This entire interview was so.
But do you realize 92% of Israelis in Israel support this?
And we covered it maybe a month ago with a girl who is from Texas, had been living in Tel Aviv for like 4 years, and she was like, "Yeah, box them up and kill them." Like, I'm sorry that your idea of what they should be doing is not what their idea of what they should be doing is. Like, you're not in argument with me. You're in argument with them. They want maximum death. And they're saying, give us the money for it now, or else you hate Jews. That's what they're saying. So anything you say to me or us, to the contrary, you're arguing against them, right? So just remember, they're not on your side. You're not on their side. You're on your side and your side only. You're the only one that thinks that. No, I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so. And besides, the statements out of a group that's in an open air prison have to be taken with a grain of salt, no? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, these guys are like, I mean, I guess I could just go to their airport and leave the country if they want to. Oh, wait, there is no airport. You know what I mean? Like, you got to understand that you're the only one that's thinking that there's like this terrorist threat that needs to be wiped out to protect people from this and that. That's not the fucking score on the ground, brother. The score on the ground is they're over there. Let's go get them. Quick, surround them so they can't get out. Now we can get them. Come on, give us the money so we can get them. That's what they're all saying. You're the only one talking about some, well, you know, the other side is bad too. They don't even give a shit about what the other side thinks or believes. They just want them gone, dude. I mean, you didn't. I mean, they were blowing up Christians. I didn't see you hopping in the chat saying, "Oh, they're destroying the Christian churches." You didn't give a shit about that. Like, they don't care, bro. You're the only one that cares. What does Palestine deny statehood? Because it gives them a defined border. Governments or groups all you want, but attacking entire civilian populations isn't acceptable. I agree. I don't think either side should be attacking civilians, because that doesn't like that just kind of just runs us on the treadmill longer than necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like, if freedom from occupation is the goal, killing civilians just keeps us on the treadmill for an extra 10-15 minutes. You know what I mean? Now we got to sort all this shit out on extra, aside from the other shit. So it doesn't push everything forward in the way that we want it to push forward. Yeah, they did. And I don't agree with it. But just like I can say, like, that was bad, it's crazy to think that the other side of the coin can do an October 7th every week for fucking 3 years. And that is fair and level and balanced. I mean, the whole area is gone, mate. Like, what are we saying? Like, I think October 7th is bad. So then I think it's okay for them to receive 100-fold October 7th. No, I want all of that to stop, obviously. Don't you want that to stop? Right? Because it doesn't sound like you want that to stop. The civilians know where Hamas is and sends their people. So you're a proponent of collective punishment. That's risk. That's thin ice you're on, right? Like, you're right on the fascism thin ice, right? Sprinkle a little xenophobia on it, and you're right back to where we fucking started, dude. Like, that's the thing that you guys don't understand. You can't war yourself to peace. You can win the war, but the overall problem is not going anywhere. And also, yes, that is a war crime. I don't like anyway, but Hamas doesn't announce where they're attacking. Jews can't flee the areas. And you don't have to do like the whole, like, because you try to conflate like Israeli and Jew. Like, you haven't once said Muslim, right? So why don't you say Muslims when you say Hamas or Palestine? Why do you only say Jews when you refer to Israel? How come you don't say Muslims when you refer to Palestine or the West Bank? You know, because like people try to throw like, you know, some religious baggage onto their side's issue so that it won't get criticized. I think people should be equal parts not anti-Semitic, but what is it? Against anti-Semitism and against Islamophobia. I think you should be against them both by the same amount, but they're not second-class citizens in an apartheid state. Are you sure? No, see, that's so there you go. You have just identified your own problem. I am against both sides, but one side more. That's your problem. And it's not the other side of the issue's problem to deal with your obvious prejudice. You have a bias towards one side. So you're not looking at this logically and rationally. You want your side to win. I don't want there to be winners and losers. I want kids to grow up. You know, I want people to have their own lives and live out, you know, maybe a dream or two of theirs before this cold, dark existence leaves us. That's not too much to ask.
They support the genocide. They support what's going on. Now, I know what happened. I know when Hamas, organised an attack on Israel, but they've just gone beyond. And what's happening while all this is happening, while these people are being murdered, Donald Trump keeps coming up with fake deals, which hinted at being a memorandum of understanding. And then Israel, yet again, then attacks Iran. Deals off. Memorandums of understanding.
Well, Jay,
off.
thanks for subbing.
It's every single time. Donald Trump pumps the markets, makes a shitload of fake money, and then it all pumps again.
And that's the other part of this that I'm really surprised MAGA can't really, like, they say they're all against like that fraud, waste, and abuse. They don't see that this motherfucker is clearly like every 10 days or every 2 weeks or so, he will come out and say, oh, peace deal right around the corner, right around the corner. Go ahead and put your money in now. Like, it's always been this pump and dump bullshit that he's just manipulating the market with. And then, like, it came out that he's straight up doing stock trades. It's like, oh, you know, I love Dell computers. Dell computers. Everybody should buy a Dell stock computer. Dell stock computer. Like, it was very obvious that he was, like, promoting certain companies. And then it very obvious that he invested in those companies and was trying to, like, that's why, like, we always called it, well, I never called it Doge. I always had government efficiency bastards or whatever, because they're just trying to, you know, get free publicity for their coin that they're heavily invested into. Like, it's all very collusion-y.
None of the stocks are doing well. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why he's doing it, because it makes the stocks look good. But the stocks aren't good.
Here we go. At least 13 U.S. military bases in the Middle East have been rendered all but uninhabitable or severely degraded by Iranian missile and drone strikes since the conflict began in February 20th, 2026. I mean, and it was going through the news a lot where everyone was saying, oh, look, Iran's so bloodthirsty and crazy. They're attacking their neighbors. All of their neighbors had U.S. bases on them. That's what they attacked. So instead of saying they attacked the military base in Qatar or the military base in the UAE, they're attacking the country. Like, it's just like it's such a small thing to omit, but it's very telling in how, like, this narrative has been crafted, and this, like, we must serve our 51st state. And it's just like, or leave them the fuck alone, huh? How about all y'all just shut the fuck up? Motherfuckers over here don't have infinite cash to fucking just keep funding shit that we don't agree with.
You? They don't help you. They help the fucking people who've already got money. Make no difference for the likes of you and I. Don't help us. No. You can argue, maybe, what about the pensions and stuff like that? You could argue that, yeah. But that's the fucking old feckers that might have, you know, as a majority might have voted for this shit. The amount of hateful bastards we've got in the UK, who happen to be of a senior age, I mean, they're nasties. Not all of them, obviously. There's a lot of really good people. But, you know, the same in the United States. There's a hell of a lot of really good people. I have to point out every time. Because
and, you know, I appreciate him saying that, because a lot of people across the pond have nothing nice to say about us Americans. Nothing nice at all. Nothing nice at all. And not all of us are MAGA Trump supporting weirdos. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of us did not vote for this shit. And a lot more people stayed their asses home because this system, in essence, has completely failed its populace. You know, so for people who are living in a gasping for breath, dying empire, who has one hand on the gold chest and one hand on a poison tipped dagger to keep everybody away from it, like, that's who we're trying to get our throne back from, right? Is the most corrupt, morally bankrupt weirdos that this country has ever churned out. But fear not, adventurer. We've got Chuckles the Clown.
No fucking way.
He's sending an email as we speak to stop Trump in his tracks.
But there's also a hell of a lot of feckin' nasty bastards.
You guys know
they
who
really
I'm
ought to
talking
meet
about,
their
though.
maker well before time, quite frankly, because they don't deserve the air they breathe, let alone the food that they eat, or their opinions to be vocal, or feelings, sentiment, hateful. See, it's made me hateful. You know, it makes me a hypocrite. But that's what they do to you. When I see little children and what have you, and I saw this little clip, and I've had a film come on my feed, and you know what it's like, you know, as soon as you get one little clip come in there, something you've watched.
Okay, I'm going to move to a different video. What is his name? I forget. I did this cool thing with my screens to have like a screen and screen, but I can't read anything because it's so tiny. All Shorts. Everybody should check him out. He's good stuff. But yeah, that's the Middle East side of things. Let's go to Texas.
A flesh-eating parasite that feeds on cattle is back in the U.S. decades after it was eliminated. The North Dakota Department of Agriculture says risk here is low, but producers should still watch for warning signs during the summer months. Ariana Gonzalez reports.
Oh, this is North Dakota. Great.
At Sunrise Ranch, outside of Mandan, one family is still in the calving season as they are expecting two.
Look at the little baby. Look at the baby. I love cows.
More.
We just gotta be cautious about, and I think just it's on the radar.
Garrett
They're big, drooly, delicious dogs.
Nelson is watching for any signs of the New World screwworm. It's a pest most producers today have never seen, but after a case was confirmed in Texas in a calf, animal health officials are monitoring the industry. It is a parasitic fly. It looks for wounds.
Hey, stop it. It's just because I have I only have the one monitor, so I'm trying to do like half and half, and I've done like the 2-player mode from GoldenEye to my screen, so everything is fucking squished.
Even small ones, and lays eggs nearby. What makes it dangerous is its larvae feed on living.
Oh my God, that does look like Stephen Miller. Y'all are mean. But that does look like Stephen Miller.
Tissue.
It was here when the first settlers and the native people were here. The organism existed in the area, and they referred to it as in a lot of different names, but it was basically referred to as the man-eater.
The U.S. spent decades pushing the pest south, holding it near the Panama Canal, but officials say
yes, push it down there to the brown folk of Central America. Let them deal with it. Can't we just get rid of this thing?
It has moved north again through Mexico and is now back at the border. For North Dakota, our cold weather will help keep it at bay.
The good news for North Dakota producers is that this is a tropical fly.
Oh, thank God, the frost will save us.
It's going to be relatively a seasonal issue, especially up north. It doesn't like the cold temperatures that we would experience here in North Dakota.
Still, during the warm months, it could spread if it's brought here. Anders says that would most likely happen through the movement of animals or people from affected areas. And that is what Garrett Nelson worries about.
You just don't want like animals, if they get it, you know, that they suffer, and you don't want them to suffer any more than that they need to.
Nelson says he's sticking with basics like fly control to reduce stress on cattle and will be watching for any changes in his family's herd.
And for those who are uninitiated, the screwworm, unlike, normal maggots, some people would even put them inside wounds or something like that, because they'll eat the dead flesh, and eating away that dead flesh can bring on the growth of healthier new flesh. So it could be seen, the maggots are growing inside these things and eating the dead. Nope. They eat live flesh. They eat fresh flesh. They eat anything, actually. And if you're a cow and this motherfucker gets you back behind your ear and just starts eating meat, eating mussels, digging its way deeper and deeper. It's going to kill the animal. So what you'll have is, in 10 days, 500 cattle with big fucking rotting wounds in their sides and their bellies and their necks, on the top of the head, somewhere they can't scratch or itch or get them things off of them. What are you going to do? You got all these cattle. What are you going to just spray everybody down? Put them all down, put them all in a fucking suit? You can't. And especially for these herds that are kept outdoors. You have to keep them outdoors. Yes. Exactly that. Ooh, I received maggot treatments a few times. Wow, really? This is what I'm saying. But these are not like the beneficial fly larvae. These are just the we'll take that now. All right, let me see if I can try to fix my screen here. I got the sun coming in my eye. I can't see what's happening. What if I just stop sharing? Now, how do I get rid of this? How did I do this? I'm trying Opera, the operating system, and it is confusing me. How do I get this detached? There we go. Yeah. Okay, I want this half and that half. That's all I really wanted. Now I'm happy. Okay, now let me share screen. Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Are you talking to me? Hey. Stop pulling out my calculator. Little girl. Oh, one last thing about California. Yeah.
In recent days, federal agents have knocked on the doors of family, friends, and former employees. Not because they found a crime, because they're simply trying to find one. They're demanding records. They're abusing the grand jury process, digging through years and years of random documents. Donald Trump isn't just coming after me because of my mean tweets. He's coming after me because I'm considering running for president, because he hates that I've consistently called him out over and over again for his lies and deceit. Donald Trump is simply the most corrupt president in American history. He's turned the levers of government into his own personal power ministries to reward cronies and to try to jail his opponents. His personal attorney now runs the Department of Justice, which has repeatedly gone after his political enemies. Ask Jerome Powell. Sent them after James Comey, Trish James, Adam Schiff. He sent them after Tim Walz, and a woman that a jury found Donald Trump had sexually abused. One by one, anyone who has challenged Donald Trump has ended up on his hit list. And today, I proudly joined that list. After calling for my arrest last year,
Mike, I just looked up the screw worm. I have some nightmare fuel right here. It doesn't just affect cows; it affects any warm-blooded animals, including included us. Yeah, but we feel it, and we have thumbs and forefingers, so we can do something about it. Imagine not having hands, and this motherfucker is just chewing your back meat while you're trying to sleep. Ugh.
Donald Trump directed his Department of Justice to investigate me.
Don't do it.
And just in the last week,
take my word for it, it's gross.
I've learned that his campaign has reached my own home. To get me, he's coming after my wife, Jen, a public servant, a woman who's dedicated her life to supporting women and girls, someone who has done nothing wrong other than having the temerity to advocate for what she believes in. If they can't intimidate me, they'll go after the mother of our children. Donald Trump picked the wrong target. We have nothing to hide.
Also, if somebody is doing well in the polls, the one thing, yeah, I know, baby. The one thing you don't want to do is give them attention. Good job, Trump. Good job. Like, if you want to fucking galvanize everybody behind Gavin Newsom, even if people don't like him, pick on him. People didn't like Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel's not that funny. You know, he's not that popular. He's not like the leading dude, you know. But and same thing with Colbert. As soon as you start bullying them and you make them the underdog, how can I not? We are Jimmy Kimmel. We are all Jimmy Kimmel. We are Stephen Colbert. Like people get behind people who are picked on. So pick on him if you want to. He's just going to surge in the poll. Like, I'm not sure why that was the plan. But hey, maybe it'll work out for him this time. Maybe. Oh, Trump's name got taken off at the Kennedy Center. I liked how there was like, I want to say 40 to 50,000 people watching the live stream that was put up by AP. I thought that was pretty funny. And the chat was going bananas in there. I should have recorded some of it. Federal prosecutors charged 15 people, it says, impeded agents during Minnesota immigration surge. Okay, you want to keep kicking? You want to keep touching that third rail? Go back up there. They're already issuing subpoenas for ICE agents. You know what I mean? Like they're already doing it. So keep it up. Keep it up. Pritzker put out a thing about the budget. CPS debt dilemma. Civic Federation criticizes massive CPS debt and spending. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, guys. And this is kind of a Chicago local thing, but everyone is always complaining about how CPS needs all this money. Yeah, motherfucker. Do you want smart kids? Then you spend the money. Okay? You just spend the money. Everybody spent money so that you could fucking learn shit. And then now that it's someone else's turn to learn shit, now you want to get cheap. Stop being greedy. All right? I know it's hard out here, but the kids deserve to fucking learn. Oh, nothing. I'm just checking the old feed here. See if anything came through. Anything came through lately? Let's see. Yes, we'll do a tarp show. Yeah, there. I didn't know we got up that high. Sounds like she has some good idea. She is 3. She is a very rambunctious 3. That's a cool Pine Martin video. I like Pine Martins. If you don't know what a Pine Martin is, it's spelled with a E-N at the end. You should look them up. They're very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, she's past the terrible 2s into 3-nager. She knows everything. She doesn't have to listen to anybody, and she knows how to do everything the first time. Don't get in her way. She already knows what she's doing. You're just slowing her down. It's like, lady, you have to pull your sock from around your ankle. You can't just pull it from the toe to get the sock off. And she just until she fucking gets the sock off. And then I'm wrong. And she's right. A lot of stuff coming out with this Epstein stuff, but I'd be very that with the Epstein stuff, the Epstein releases, and the alien stuff. I would just be very cautious. Hey, stop. Very cautious about that kind of stuff because most of the time it's being used as a distraction. It's just them trying to and just like this UFC thing. It's all just stuff to tickle people and make them feel all hey, what are you doing? We don't do that. Just trying to get even with some of these shootings of unarmed black men. I mean, stop me if you've heard this one before, but that's why these things happen during certain time periods and not other time periods. Right. because they happen all the time. It's just whether or not they get coverage, you know. And as soon as we started the show and started looking through like I started going through local news to get all of my scoops and stuff like that. So, dude, I'm telling you, every fucking morning, my little ding bell notification is like 99 plus. I have, because I go to each and every individual city and I go to their local thing, and then that gives me like a better view of like what's actually going on across the country. And just like the was the young man Cyrus outside the shop, they shot him, thought he was stealing water bottles, knew he didn't have it, but shot him anyway. At the same time, the paramedics who murdered Elijah McClain got probation. You guys remember that? Young eclectic black kid out in Aurora, Colorado, got hassled by the police, and then why are you wearing a jacket? You're acting all crazy. And he spazzes out on them. Kira, get down. He spazzes out on them because they're just like assaulting him. And then the paramedics come to detain him, and they pump him full of ketamine and stop his fucking heart. That's fucking, like, no one told them to do that. They just did it on their own accord. It's not standard operating procedure at all. They decided to do it, and they killed that boy. And then they didn't get any consequences for it, but they did it while everything else was going on. So you guys aren't aware, but it's some fucking horse shit. Like, as we're having new tragedies, they're letting the last people from the previous tragedies off the hook for free. For free. Here, let me find that. I'll find that, and then we can get going. Little baby, what are you doing? There we go. Wow, it's not even showing up here. I wish I could. Here, I can do it. Hey, Kira, stop. Look at all this stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 11 days ago. But see how it's 1 minute videos buried deep in the timeline? Like, this is a huge fucking story. Huge fucking story. Let's see what CBS Colorado has to say.
Developing right now at 5, the Court of Appeals has ordered new trials for the 2 paramedics convicted of negligent homicide in the death of Elijah McClain. McClain was confronted by Aurora police for, quote, looking suspicious. Officers say he was uncooperative, and during his arrest, paramedics injected him with ketamine. McClain never woke up.
Your reporter in Aurora, Michael Abatha, has been covering this story for 6 years now and has reaction from the community tonight. Michael?
That's right. I think a lot of people, Michelle, just are wondering why this happened and what comes next. But at least one community organizer says she doesn't know if the community can go through this whole ordeal again.
But Ian Schaffner can't help but think of Elijah McClain's mother, Shanine, on this day.
We need to grapple and ask ourselves the question of what are we asking the family of Elijah McClain to do? What are we asking them to live through yet again?
Because not only did she lose her son, but for years sat through trial after trial trying to get justice. In December of 2023, she and her large community of supporters thought they got some semblance of that when former Aurora firefighters Peter Chakuniak and Jeremy Cooper were convicted of criminally negligent homicide.
I mean, why? I mean, the kid was like 150 pounds soaking wet. Why are you injecting him with ketamine? You're physically stronger than him.
And for now, us to have to live through that again and try to pretend as if accountability is not due and owed, this is ridiculous.
But on Thursday, an appeals court in Colorado overturned those convictions, stating that the trial judge instructed the jury wrongly.
We are baffled. We are disrupted. We are angry. We are in pain.
Schaffner, who is a community organizer, was at the trials of the men and on the front lines of demonstration demanding justice for McClain. She says this decision is an affront to the Colorado community, the Aurora community, and the Black community.
We thought that we got justice in some sense, and now you are stripping that away citing things that are so nonsensical.
The appeals court says both men will be remanded for a new trial. Schaffner says she isn't sure that's something this community can take.
This was something that was traumatizing in its own right, even if you didn't know Elijah McClain.
Now, while both men were convicted of that now overturned charge of criminally negligent homicide, Chakuniak was also convicted of second-degree assault, unlawful administration of drugs. He appealed that charge as well, but the court did not overturn that conviction.
No, it's fine. So when the cops pick somebody up like me, when they pick me up for being a suspicious person because I don't want to fucking play their game of 20 fucking questions, which I legally don't fucking have to. When I don't play their fucking games, they can just grab me and inject me with things until I die. And they won't get any, you know, any repercussions for it. Is that what I'm to be led to believe? Is that how it's supposed to work? That's how it's supposed to work? Stop, baby. I mean, it's fine if that's the way things are. I'll just, you know, move accordingly. But if it's just going to be, you know, just grab them wherever you can and inject them with whatever you want, don't call no paramedics for me. If you send paramedics for me, you better send paramedics for the paramedics. You stick me with anything, somebody's going in a stretcher. Because if that's the case, that the paramedics are on the sides of the cops, and then they'll just, you know, poison you, kill you, whatever they need to do, cool. Cool. As long as I know what the score is, hey, no worries. No worries. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. I'm surprised that the U.S. EMS and paramedics are allowed to administer ketamine. In the U.K., it has to be a doctor with a critical care team to administer it. They weren't supposed to be doing that. You know, it doesn't sound like because homie didn't want to fucking hang out with y'all and tell you all of his business. Oh yeah, I forgot that B-52 went down out there in the West Coast too. This is where we're at, guys. So we got a less stressful show for you tomorrow, doing some food content, and then we'll be back into the hell of it all. We'll see if this peace treaty holds as they're predicting. Don't know. See anything else in here? Nope, I think that's good. Again, congratulations to the Knicks. Whatever. Good job. You won. Whatever. Wemby will be back. He will be back. And at some point, maybe I'll do it for the patrons or something like that. I'll give you guys a tour of the new place. The new place in the new neighborhood is awesome. I'm just exhausted. I've been very, very tired. Not so much sleepy like normal, but like physically body tired. We have a lot of stuff and we have a lot of stairs. And I had to do a lot of moving on my own. But waifu came through in the clutch and we got it all taken care of. So we are very happy in our new nest. We like it a lot. Sorry, I've been absent for all that shit, but we had a lot of itty bitty little details to take care of that I just had to. So I had to take some time away. But hey, got good news for you. I got new friends that I'm talking to, so we might have some new people joining us. And I've come up with a thing. I bought the game Pal World, if anyone's heard of it. And I will be crafting Binlandia. So if you want to also purchase the game, it's like kind of like a Pokemon meets Minecraft kind of thing. So I will be building a new world on Binlandia, one episode at a time. And in the meantime, you know, doing production stuff and all that stuff. So just something to keep you guys entertained, or when breaking news happens. So if breaking news happens, we'll go back to building our utopia on the digital landscape. Thank you for the stream. Hey, thank you, Chris. And Lost Missionary and Indie Duck and Diz and Billy and Dark Lord Greg and all of our friends. Allie, can't forget about Allie. Gina. Oh, this guy. Well, that's from 18 minutes ago. So, yeah. So, keep your stick on the ice. Be safe out there. Drink lots of water. Take your medicine. All right. If you're supposed to take an allergy pill, now is your reminder. Go take your allergy pill. All right. I will see you guys in the morning. From everyone here at the Bin Podcast Network, I'm Mikey Famine. This is the Headliners. And don't forget to drink your